Now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's the boy Coach Malachi in the building, man, and we are back. We back, man. We back up in this BI, man. Matter of fact, let me make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah. We back. We back live in effect. You know what I mean? We making it do what it do. Yeah, I can turn this off right here because I can. You know what I'm saying? I can do this like this, and then I can, you know what I mean, go from there and find out what's happening. What's happening in the chat? I got the chat over here to the right, so I got to look over here to the right to see what's up. Today gonna be a good show, man. We got a special guest coming on. You know, we're gonna have my little young brother Jaleel Hackett coming on later on today at the hour and a half mark of the clock. So yeah, probably about 4:30 East Coast time, I have him on. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to talk about his fight with Darren Chenko and stuff like that. I really like that Zuffa card, and then I like the card this past weekend. You know, with the Golden Boy. You know, with Golden Boy and PBC joint promotion, that was a good fight card too. I like that card as well. So to be fair, I did like that card. I didn't like it better than the Zuffa card, but I did like this card. It was a decent card. I can't really, really, you know what I mean? Just I can't really like nitpick. You know, of course you can nitpick and try to find some, but you know, for the most part, both of those cards was good. You know what I mean? So to be fair, yeah, man. You know, hold on, let me see what's up. I'm sending back. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Today, hey, so you know what I did today? I was sitting back looking at my mother's pictures. If my mother was alive today, she was a Leo. She would have been 82. She was alive today. So I was sitting back, you know, and I said, I got to celebrate my mother's, her born day. You know, her born day. You know, she processed in, in 1944, and she processed out 1999. You know what I mean? So I was just sitting back looking at, you know what I mean, looking at pictures and stuff. I said, I got to start. Then I just went to thinking and reminiscing, and something hit me. You know what I mean? So I'm not really going to discuss it on here, but something hit me. I figured something out. So it's amazing. It's amazing how God works. You know what I mean? So, you know, the God or the supreme being, or you know, or the creator of the universe, you know, whatever. I guess whatever name you call him, you know, the idea just came to my head. I just went to thinking like for probably like an hour, just thinking, man. It was a lot of questions that had no answers that I found answers to that make sense. I'm like, you know what? Oh. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, the day gonna be a good one. As soon as we get over 100, get over 100 in the chat. Let me see. We got over 100 now. Yeah, we got over 100, man. True Media Podcast. Let's give everybody a round of applause. This gonna be a good one. I found some receipts. I love receipts. Why? You know what I mean? Because this is the thing, right? And I just went to breaking this shit down. I was looking at fighters, the baby boomers, the baby boomer fighters who was born in the 50s, the baby boomers. And you know, like Ray Leonard. I think Ray Leonard was born. What year Ray Leonard? Ray Leonard was born. I think they were born in the late 50s, right? I think all of like Michael Jackson and Prince and all of them was born in 1958. Let me see. Let me see how old Sugar Ray Leonard is. He's 70 years old. He was born 1956. He was born 1956. So Ray Leonard is 70. That era of boxers, the baby boomer boxers, that era gave birth to the Roberto Durans, the Tommy the Hitman Hearns, the Haglers, you get what I'm saying? It gave birth to those guys. You see what I'm saying? I don't know who's calling my show, but leave a message because we're not taking any calls right now. So if you want something, leave a message. That era gave birth to some hell of a fighters. That era gave birth to some hell of a fighters. I wasn't born until the 70s. So when you're looking at fighters who came before you were born or before you started boxing, you got to go back and do research. And there are videos out there of a lot of these fighters, just old black and white videos or just old videos. You'll find them. They out there. And you get to see all these different styles that these fighters had. And you're like, oh man, you know, it really wasn't new under the sun. Oh, yep. We see what they call, you know, we see what they call the Philly shell before it was coined the Philly shell. That style was already here, right? Then it became the shoulder roll, and people start thinking that it was only one style in boxing. You know, you know what I mean? Start talking about that. But that era of fighters was a hell of a fighter. So we're looking at the baby boomer the baby boomers and before the baby boomers, they were some hell of a cats. They was hellified. 6-ounce gloves, 15-ounce, 6-ounce gloves, 15 rounds, same day weigh-ins. Then if you're going through the Black Murderers Road, that's a whole nother animal. Ain't none of these fighters gonna go through the Black Murderers Road. These niggas don't even like fighting each other. Black fighters don't even like fighting each other. So when you do see a black fighter fight another black fighter, it's kind of like, damn, you know what I mean? You be shocked because it come far and few. That's why you respect the Brian Norman Jr.'s. You respect the Devin Haney's who they fight other young black fighters. You know, you respect just those guys like that who willing to at least do that. You get what I'm saying? And then I looked at the baby boomer generation, and then the generation that came after what's after baby boomers. Let me see. Generation X, my generation. Generation X, 1965. Yeah, my generation, Generation X, right? You know, the old niggas created the internet and they created social media and all that. The old niggas did that. I looked at those fighters that came through that was born in that era and saw, you know what I mean? You got a chance to see that Generation X, that Generation X. I think that's probably like the Roy Jones, the 1965. Roy Jones. I don't know what year he was born, but I'm pretty sure that was that era. The Roy Jones era, the James Toney era, the let me see. Roy Capricorn. Roy born 1959. That's that Generation X. No fighters who y'all, yeah, man, nigga, Roy, this and that. That's that Generation X. Baby boomers, Generation X. And then you look at what came after them. Where am I going at with this? This is, if you was born 1998, 99 to about 2012, 13 or whatever, that's the generation, that's the Gen Z generation. The Gen Z generation is coming up in the social media era. The social media era was created by old niggas, meaning the baby boomers, people who was born in the 50s, who know how to code, and the Gen X, they created the social media era that Gen Z is growing up in right now. The software and all that there. This era of boxers are totally different from the X and the baby boomer generation. They totally different. What comes out to Generation X? Hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. Painting a picture. Comes out to Generation X. Hold on. The millennials. The millennials. The millennial fighters, they cool. The millennial fighters are good too. The millennial fighters are, you get what I'm saying? I haven't done much research on the millennial fighters, to be fair. So I got to go back and look at that. Which fighters, the millennial fighters will still be fighting right now. Some of them probably still fight right now. I'm not sure. I got to kind of look at that though. I got to kind of look at that millennial. Let's see. The millennial generation starts from what? 1981. 1981 through 1996. It's 15 years. That millennial generation. So that would probably be Wilder. That would probably be Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. I'm just throwing some fighters out there who's probably born in that era. Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, Errol Spence, maybe, Keith Thurman, Kell Brook, Amir Khan. I want to say, Zab. I know Zab them Generation X. They my. You get what I'm saying? I went to looking at that, right? And I say, man, you know what, man? These niggas is nothing. These niggas is nothing like those guys that came before them. When I say these, I'm not generalizing everybody. I'm not saying every Gen Z American box. When I say box, I'm talking about American boxing, specifically American boxing. Because I was talking to some people at Top Rank. I ain't gonna say no names. And I was talking to some people in the industry that and I ain't gonna say no names on that. And we was talking about just how different boxing is now in today. It's like, I don't even recognize this shit. When I say boxing, I'm talking about American boxing. Just even the way it's consumed, just what you see going on, just how these fighters talk. They talk bad about content creators, but these fighters seem like they content creators now. Because every time you turn around, they shooting a video, Niggas going undisputed on Twitter. And I'm listening to, because when I say, what I do is simple. I study fan bases. That's how I know what type of fans are here in America on social media today. I know because I know how they talk, how they think, because I study them. I said, oh, this that Gen Z shit. I listen to the shit they say. How they talk, phone calls, and they call cause they tell you how they think. I say, man, this shit is totally different. And because I came before, I know, oh, okay, I see this shit. Cause I know how it was, so I see exactly what it is. And I'm like, man, and then the thing is, the millennials and some of the Gen Zers, some of them. I mean the Gen Xers, my bad. The millennials and some of the Gen X. Talking about the fighters. Y'all, and I told somebody this who I spoke to last night, not gonna say his name. I said, man, y'all was stamping these niggas. Y'all was the ones who stamped these dudes. Y'all was the ones who talking about he gonna be the next such and such. and he already there. He the best already. Y'all, I ain't going. The brother know who I'm talking about. I said y'all was the ones who was stamping them. When y'all was fighting, it wasn't like that. You didn't get stamped because we heard some sparring stories, or because that fighter was close to you and y'all sparred and this and that. No. You had to go through the other guys and prove that shit. Just like what Roy did, just like what Leonard did, just like what Hagler did, just like what Azuma Nelson did, just like what Salvador did, just like what Mike McCallum and James Toney and Pernell Whitaker, and you gotta go, because the thing is, those times was a lot harder. This era is a lot softer. So when you got a nice, easy, soft era, like the best always come come out of the harshest conditions. The best always come out of the harshest conditions. The generations that came before went through a lot harder, tougher conditions, but those tough conditions made them into diamonds. This era ain't going through nothing tough. They coming out already want to be the diamond. They don't want to go through the purifications of the pressure being in the coal and going through the fire of affliction. They don't want to go through that. They already that because the niggas who came before them told the world on social media and in interviews that these niggas is already that.
True.
Shout out to Tyrese.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said someone need to remind Keyshawn about that classic MC Breed, ain't no future in your front. So, again, as I said before, I am not, because I don't want nobody listening and say that nigga shitting on Gen Zers. I got kids at Gen Z. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, you have to acknowledge, because everybody who I speak to, who been watching boxing a long time, who don't even watch it no more, they all tell me the same thing. Even in the sport of boxing, I talk to a lot of people. Even in the sport of boxing, the people who I talk to who've been covering boxing for 40 and 50 years. They've been covering boxing for 40 and 50 years. They all tell me the same thing. Yeah, coach, I ain't. This is the generation of entitlement. Yeah, my nigga, I deserve. Niggas think that I deserve 40 and 50 mil. I deserve 4 and 5 million. Pay me what I'm worth. My nigga, you working on a job making $15 an hour. You's a $15 an hour ass nigga. Talking about pay you what you worth. Nigga, you worth $15.
True.
I thought this nigga, Keyshawn, I thought this nigga got paid 1.5. He never got paid $1.5 million in his life. He would have made 1.5 had he fought Edwin De Los Santos. He lost his belt. Y'all remember that? He came in 4.5 pounds overweight. He got stripped of his title, so he didn't get paid for that fight. So prior to that, this nigga was making $900,000 a fight. $1 million. So when Top Rank offered this dumbass nigga, this Bama, $3 million, that was 3 times and some change more than your highest purse. I feel like that I should have got paid more because I'm a superstar. You a superstar, nigga, where? I hang around I hang around Shakur, my big brother. And we be on Twitter. Fam, the boxing community is small as fuck. You are known within the realms of the boxing community because of niggas like me. Motherfuckers like the Boxing Boys. Motherfuckers like any other boxing channel that's out there. Boxing gyms or whoever. Any other boxing channel that's out there. That's why you know. The mainstream media ain't talking about you nigga like that. But fam, like I'm a superstar because you got some content creators and some fan bases that'll come out and say, that's why I say, man, the word superstar is so, that's the most over, that, bruh, the word superstar is the most overly used word in boxing. Superstar, that's one of them. I'm trying to think of some more adjectives. They say super, yeah, I did. What I'm trying, that nigga superstar, man. You see, superstar type person. You know that I'm trying to tell you, man. That yeah, man. And I came up in the superstar era. I know what a superstar is. I grew up in the Michael Jackson era. I grew up in the Mike Tyson era. I know what a superstar is. I remember, from watching old videos and what my uncle and them told me when Ali was in the height of his career. Ali era. And I remember Floyd Mayweather. I remember Oscar De La Hoya era. And I'm comparing the niggas who are so-called superstars today, I'm comparing them to yesterday's superstars. The math ain't mathing. You's a $900,000 ass nigga, which is a lot of money. Barely making $1 million ass nigga. You had one fight that you won turned to a no contest because you had weed in your system. And some people say, oh, that was petty. No, but that's their rules. So you gotta know the rule. See, this is the problem, right? These motherfuckers what I learned about this generation that we're talking about specifically, they lack accountability. There's no accountability. And we finna find out what the definition of accountability is. We finna have class today.
True.
We're having class today.
True.
We're having class today. Will Top Rank put Keyshawn Davis on the shelf after ducking Devin Haney and wasting their time? Because it was a waste of Top Rank's time. And from the people that I'm talking to, that I've spoken to, they say they tired. They say, look, we spent a lot of money on this nigga, in Virginia. We saw what happened with the De Los Santos shit. Then to compound that, Albright, they tried to jump Albright and all that shit there. I was in the hallway for that. Baby going down the stroller. I've heard that Top Rank had to take care of Niall Albright. They refunded a lot of tickets. They had to refund a lot of people money, which they did. So they lost money on this nigga. There was no accountability on his behalf. He didn't come out and say, you know what, man, I'm sorry, I was wrong about this, y'all. He said something like 3 months later, some shit. It was like a backhanded compliment, a backhanded apology. It wasn't even no apology. Nigga went to holler about he found religion. Nigga always, anytime a nigga fuck up, all of a sudden he find religion. Bro, and then every time I turn around, these American Gen Z fighters, every time instead of holding yourself accountable, they don't do that. Like Teofimo and all that shit there. They don't do that. They turn around and say, we suffering from mental health. Oh man, Hilton Melt is real. Hilton Melt is real. So when you said all that racist shit, that was because of Hilton Melt. Yeah, you suffer from Hilton Melt. It's called racism.
True.
It's called bigotry.
True.
Ryan Garcia, same thing. Said all that shit. N-words this and Floyd and this and that. And then you had the coon, butter biscuit, tap dancing, soft shoe cooning ass Gen Z fighters. Oh man, you know, yeah, T.O. did say, T.O. said that F black people, and Ryan did say that, and he did say that about black people and this and that, George Floyd, he said all that. But you know, they ain't really like that. He ain't really racist like that. Like, he cool. He just trying to say that to get a fight.
True.
Oh, okay, so being blatantly racist and showing open contempt for people who look like me is saying shit like that. That's how you get a fight with us. That's how you get a fight. Okay, cool. It's these butter biscuits. Like, these young niggas be cooning. They don't even realize they be cooning. And then you got these coon ass, some of these coon ass. I said I was gonna be nice today. You know, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. But I said I was gonna be nice. I said I was gonna be nice. And I'm not the one to mince my words. I like to say what the fuck on my mind and how I want to say it when I want to say it. Because I'm team fuck the other side. I ain't friends with none of these niggas. I'm not. Friends are overrated.
To this day.
There's nothing more overrated than a friend or a family member. Because everybody that share the same blood with you ain't your family. And the only motherfucker that can really cross you and hurt you are those who are close to you. And they gotta be a friend to be able to do that. It's overrated. And I damn sure don't give a damn about no digital friends. Digital friends are people who you be friend through the internet. It's, you know, you get what I'm saying? Let me read this out. What you say, fam? He said when Floyd Mayweather was Pretty Boy, that was the old school era. When he changed to Money Mayweather, that was the Gen Z. Yeah, the Gen Z idolized the Gen Z idolized, because they were like 7 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old. They idolized Floyd. You know, yeah, it's about working smarter, not harder. This and that. So they looked at that. They knew nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd. They was too young. Like, Pretty Boy Floyd was the first 10 years of his career. He turned pro in 96, and I think 2006, I think he left Top Rank in 2006. He had like 30 fights over there. He had like 30 fights at Top Rank. Them first 30 fights was Pretty Boy Floyd. And then I think right when he left Top Rank, he changed his name to Money Mayweather. He had a fight. Then he ended up fighting Oscar, and that what took him to the, you know what I mean? Took him over the top. So they see that. They have a misunderstanding of Floyd, period. Because they look at him in the microcosm of flashing the money, the exotic girls, bragging, and then Adrian Broner helped usher that in. He's a millennial. Adrian Broner helped usher that in because he got the cosign of a Gen Xer, which was Floyd Mayweather. So the Gen Xer gave the millennial the cosign, which was Adrian Broner. And then they marketed Adrian Broner as the next Floyd Mayweather. So those kids who came up seeing a little bit of Floyd, like the Shakurs and all that, then AB came in, became the next Floyd Mayweather, and they saw somebody who was fly. They saw somebody who was flashy. They saw somebody who was, yeah, boy, he fly, look how he dancing, no, boy, he making it a little easy. You see what I'm saying? And they totally ignore the hard work. They know nothing about the hard work. This generation is entitled. This is the entitled generation. They don't want to work for the shit. They feel like they are entitled to it because they are breathing. Like, literally.
True.
What a nigga listen, what a nigga tell me, yeah, man, I should have got paid more money. I was supposed to get paid this and that. And I'm like, what other financial metrics are you basing that on? That's how you bust their ass. See, that's how you bust their ass. When a motherfucker tell you, I should be making this and I should be making that, I say, okay, what are the financial metrics that you are basing that on? Huh? What you mean? How do you expect to get paid like a CEO when you've always been a janitor? You can't go to the yeah, dog, I'm supposed to be making what the CEO making. You don't have CEO knowledge. You don't have the CEO skill set. You're just another nigga who know how to box. You know how it's a whole bunch of niggas like you walking around the planet. That's in the sport of boxing. Just because you befriend a nigga, and just because you have some millennials who vouch for you and said that you're going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer and you a superstar and this and that, don't make that shit true. You still got to work for it, young nigga. You ain't never made $3 million before in your life. Never. You ain't never made $1.5 million before in your life. You's a $900,000 ass nigga. I want 5 and 6 million. I'm listening to this shit. Somebody, I can't even, like, I'm listening to this shit, right? I'm listening to this shit, this interview from Keyshawn's coach. And this nigga talking about Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, see, Brian Norman got paid this. You don't think Keyshawn should have got paid more? And then it hit me. Cause I didn't think about this. I found this video from this sister from Norfolk, Virginia, and she told me this nigga is slow. They call him remedial there. And then it hit me. I was like, wait a minute. Because I be saying that same thing. These niggas are remedial on social media because they use remedial talking points. These niggas are slow. I run circles around them with a GED on weed. I say, damn, you know what? These motherfuckers is remedial. They are slow. Because for the life of me, how does a $5 ass nigga turn down 3 times more than what he ever been paid in his life for a fight? And say, yeah, dog, Ryan Norman got paid 3.5. You don't think we should have got paid that? Let me blow this shit up. And the nigga who was interviewing him didn't say nothing. I said, hold up, swole up, pump your brakes. Let's back it up and rewind. One, Brian Norman is a multimillionaire now. One, Brian Norman Jr. was a welterweight champion. Last time I checked. That's one. 2, Devin Haney challenged the welterweight champion. 3, their fight was paid for on the Riyadh season card by Turkey Al Sheikh. Turkey Al Sheikh pays above rate market for fights. Not every fighter now. Every fighter on Turkey Al Sheikh card is not making life-changing money. The top guys do. The regular guys, they're going to get paid regular money. So Brian Norman got 3.5. So why y'all was asking for 5 and 6? See, this how you blow this shit up. Okay, if your argument is we turned down 3 because Brian Norman making 3.5. While you totally ignore Brian Norman was a champion. Brian Norman worked his way up to get to that spot. He defended his title, I think 1 or 2 times, something like that. And he was fighting on the Riyadh season card. Your biggest fight, the fighter who you said should have got paid more, never had 1 fight in the welterweight division, never been a champion. He went 24 rounds with a nurse, a full-time nurse. His He lost his belt on the scale. And he sold a lot of wolf tickets. Went in the ocean looking for Debo. Went to LA looking for Debo. Went to Cancun looking for Debo. Went to China looking for Debo. Went to one of the 54 countries on the continent of Africa looking for Debo. Debo pulls up. Belt the ass, belt the ass, belt the ass. Don't be picking on the Hispanics. Pick on me. Nigga wanna buck dance, buck his eyeballs, and coon for the Hispanic fighters. Don't pick on them. I's a savior, Hispanic fighter. I's a savior. Picks on me. I'm the Mandingo warrior named Keyshawn. And then the nigga ducked in the last hour.
True, true, true.
Then the nigga ducked. Now you got some millennial fighters. They trying to, what the fighter name who ducked Andre Ward, because he didn't want to fight Andre Ward. The nigga from Flint, Michigan. He know when y'all know what I'm talking about. Now it ain't really a duck because, he was just trying to get more money. And, and I'm like, you niggas can't even keep it real. Even when I know you hate this one fighter, but you can't even be honest, because if that fighter that you hate did the exact same thing that Keyshawn did, you know what you niggas would be saying, because you said it when he didn't even do it. They don't keep that same energy. So it's my job as the president, CEO of Fuck Team for the Other Side. It's my job to pull out these body bags, lay these whole ass niggas in it, zip it up, and send their ass to the morgue.
True, true, true.
In a recent interview, Dan Rafael revealed how unintelligent it was for Keyshawn Davis to take his fight to purse bid, and how he pretty much played himself into losing millions of dollars in the process. After the news broke that Keyshawn officially ducked Devin Haney, the internet pretty much has been on fire. I have been a part of lightening the flames my goddamn self. Not here to make friends. I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker got to say. I'm gonna say what need to be said. I had some people inboxing hit me up. You know what they told me? This is the honest to God truth. They say, Coach, boy, you a motherfucker. He say, man, I respect you, Coach, because you say what a whole lot of motherfuckers want to say in boxing, but they can't say it because of politics. They can't say it because, the fighter won't interview with them, or the fighter won't talk to them, or this and that. Dead ass serious. I had 3 people call me, talk to me about that. Different conversations. Yeah, man, but listen, it took some nuts to make the kind of video you made, this and that. I say because I'm team for the other side. I don't give a fuck about interviewing these niggas. I fuck with who I fuck with. I fuck with those who fuck with me. I got my young brother Jaleel Hackett coming on. I fuck with Jaleel Hackett. I said, I don't give a fuck about trying to be down with these. Who the fuck these niggas? These old scary ass Gen Z ass niggas, because you got some millennials co-signing these niggas. These dudes ain't that. I'm more popular than them than all them niggas. They know just in the boxing circle. Take their ass out the boxing circle on social media, and we don't talk about them niggas. They are irrelevant. Because the white man ain't doing a good job promoting them. The boxing content creators, we run this shit, period. We run this shit. I remember some of you boxers who are on social media, who used to talk shit about content creators. Now you same boxers who are talking shit about content creators, guess what? Now they content creators.
True, true, true.
If you can't beat them, join them, huh? Niggas, you a boxer or a content creator? Which one it is? Because I'm a content creator. All right, you a boxer or a streamer? Yeah, man, you see what AB doing? Yeah, we need to go jump on that wave. See, can we do that? Yeah. I'm not here to play today. I'm not here to play today. I'm not here to play today at all. I don't give a fuck about a nigga feelings. I ain't trying to be down with no coaches. I ain't trying to be down with no diva ass fighters. Fuck you. And I mean that. You do not have a friend in me. I'ma say what a motherfucker want to say, but they scared to say because they want the access. I don't give a fuck about the access. Listen, them young niggas ain't shit. Game gonna pass their ass by. This shit gonna keep going on. Them niggas ain't that, bro. I would never conform to the Gen Z generation. Never. You do not have a friend in me. I don't even give a fuck about you niggas. Most of y'all should have got dropped off at the airport. Woo, Lord Hammers, let me stop. Woo, Lord Hammers, my bad. Let me stop. Let me chill. I said I'm gonna be nice today. I almost said some shit. Anyways, where was I? Let me finish reading my monologue. Keyshawn Davis supporters are scrambling, lying to anyone who would listen to save Keyshawn Davis's ducking ass reputation. The fact that these people won't keep it real or they won't keep that same energy is hilarious to me. Niggas who know better, or they should know better. When it's the fighter that they don't like, they call him every name under the sun. When it's a fighter that they do like, they defend him to the ends of the earth and put him in the witness protection duck program.
True.
The bad news is that it's too late. Keyshawn and his play big brother have gone viral for all the wrong reasons. See, the internet is undefeated. You can't beat the internet. You can't. I don't give a fuck how many Hall of Famers vouch for you. I don't give a fuck how many clubs you go to, how many celebrity circles you dwell in. You ain't beating the internet. The internet undefeated. Everybody gets knocked out on the internet. The cream always rises to the top when it comes to talent. That's in anything that you're involved in. The bad news is that it's too late. As I said before, for Keyshawn and his play brother, because this shit is going viral for all the wrong reasons. The gig is up and boxing fans see these clowns for who they really are. They see them for that, right? I can't wait to drop these phone lines. Y'all know me, I drop the phone lines every day. One thing about Coach Malachi, I don't do no arguing with no nigga in no chat. If you got something to say, call the show when I drop the phone lines. Say that shit with your chest. Because I show my face every day, and I ain't met a nigga on the internet that scared me yet. Not one. I haven't met one. From the big nigga to the small nigga to anything in between, I ain't met one yet, dog. Every city I've been in, I ain't met one yet. So I damn sure ain't scared of no motherfucker behind no keyboard whose face I can't even see, that I'll probably never meet in my life. Even when I go to fights, probably never see your ass. I'm just telling you. Just letting you know. The people who fuck with me, they fuck with me because of who I am. As I said before, don't nobody like me. I got Devin Haney fans don't like me. I can show you a message that a nigga sent me today. Yeah, nigga, hating on Dad, this and that. So I tell Billy, I got Haney fans don't like me, Boots fans don't like me, Spence fans don't like me, Shekon fans don't like me, Shakira fans don't like me, Tia Fijo fans don't like me, Ryan Garcia fans don't like me. Line them up. All you niggas get in the line. All y'all get in the line. I don't give a fuck.
True.
Get in the line. This shit gonna be easy work. I've been doing this shit too long. Body you. Send your ass back to your mammy house. And guess what? You gonna show up at 3 o'clock and we gonna do it all over again.
To this day.
Anyways. One dude wants to be a matchmaker. And the other dude wants to talk tough. while ducking real smoke. Keyshawn Davis supporters are having a hard time trying to spin Keyshawn the Duck's actions. They're trying to spin it, right? Now the WBO has removed Keysha Duck Davis. We're going to call her Keysha Duck Davis. The WBO has removed Keysha Duck Davis to number 7 in the rankings. Keysha Duck was number 1. Just came out of nowhere, became number 1. Jay Prince did a good job pulling the Machiavelli, but it backfired. Jay Prince, shout out to Jay Prince. Jay Prince had that double barrel shotgun pointed at who he said he had it pointed at. But I remember I used to watch Bugs Bunny, right? And I remember one time it was an episode on Bugs Bunny where Elmer Fudd had them pointed the double barrel shotgun at the wascally wabbit Bugs Bunny. And he say your prayers, wabbit. And right before Elmer Fudd pulled the trigger, Bugs Bunny had them bent the double barrel shotgun, made it curl, and the double barrels, instead of being pointed at Bugs Bunny, they became pointed at doggone Elmer Fudd. And he pulled the trigger, and the bullets and the slugs from the shotgun shot itself in the face.
True.
Literally. Shot itself in the face. Unfortunately for Elmer Fudd, right? Anyways. The truth of the matter is, as I said before, Keysha should not have been ranked number 1 in the first goddamn place. How you just jump all these other motherfuckers and you ain't never been a champion at 140? You just jump, and the dude that's the champion at 140, you know what I mean? He don't even, you get what I'm saying? But you just get to move up. Yeah, I just woke up one day and I was a welterweight. I didn't even ask to go to welterweight. You remember that?
To this day.
God gave you a blessing. God said, you know what, son? I'm finna give you life-changing money. I'm gonna pay you more money than you ever been paid. So the question is this, okay? You turned down that money. Where you gonna get them 5-6 million you from that you feel like I deserve to make? Because basically what you're saying is, okay, you're supposed to get paid that. You ain't never got paid that before in your life. Never. You ain't never got paid that much money. Your reputation gone. Your brand destroyed. Niggas clowning you left and right. You got a few channels trying to fight the power for you, but they can't. You got a few millennial fighters that's retired from Flint. They try to speak for you, but they can't. I digress. As I said before, he's never had a fight at 147. Never. He needs to work his way through the rankings like everybody else. Now, according to my sources at Top Rank, Keyshawn Davis might be put on the shelf. Top Rank is pissed, and they're done. Top Rank took Keyshawn's actions as an insult and a slap in their face. From the people I spoke to. I don't give a fuck if you believe it or not. You're not that important to me to care whether you believe it or not. I'm telling you what was said in the conversation that I had last night with the people at Top Rank. Who are those people are? They will remain anonymous.
True.
Kiki is going to have to get put on the shelf. From what I'm hearing, they're going to teach his ass a lesson. It's his career. You see what I'm saying? And he can do whatever he want to do with it. But Top Rank, from what I'm hearing, they're done. And they're going to put his ass on the shelf. Good news is he get to spend more time with his play brother. He get to do a lot more tweeting. He get to go make some more videos, bucking his eyeballs like he scanned some goddamn body. He get to do that. See, can he make some money doing that?
True.
As I said before, some of these Gen Z fighters and their trainers are remedial. They're very remedial. Remedial describes someone who needs extra help to learn basic skills. the skill of the skill of understanding. And when it comes to basic conversation and understanding, they need help with those things. Well, let's see, Keyshawn, Brian Norman Jr. made $3.5 million. So you trying to tell me that Keyshawn, you don't think that fight worth more than that? No, nigga, no. Forget all that. You did all this shit talking. You sold all these wolf tickets. You was whooping from here to Timbuktu. You was in the ocean looking for Debo. You was in LA looking for Debo. You pulled out an imaginary belt with the holler about belt the ass, looking for Debo, wiggling and shit. Debo pulls up, you disappear.
True.
Turning down life-changing money. We got to stop calling this man nigga Devin Haney Debo. I got to keep calling him the Debo. He got to be a Debo. He Deboing you niggas not to fight him. The Silver Spoon Kid. The one who got dropped 3 times by Ryan Garcia. The one who grew up in the suburbs. Didn't have to go through the struggle of growing up in the hood. Yeah, that guy. That's the one y'all ducking.
True.
That guy right there. Yeah, him. That guy right there. Silver Spoon. It usually applies to students. Now, when it comes to remedial, this usually applies to students who struggle with subjects like reading or math, or they just need special classes in order to catch up with whatever the assignment is. In life, they like common sense ain't just so common with them. They got a few chromosomes missing, a few molecules, a few atoms. You get what I'm saying? ATOMS, few atoms, some of that there. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, let's listen to Dan Rafael and see what he had to say about it. Let's give everybody a chat round of applause. He said, Coach, you and 7-8 are the realest on YouTube talking boxing. He said, both of y'all telling how it is, and both of y'all funny and shit. Salute to both of y'all. Yeah. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. Hold on, we got some super chats. All right, I read that one there. Shout out to Mr. H. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, just started watching, but Coach, did you see the Tribal Chief Shakur now wanted to send boots at Dev? Yeah, listen, the nigga said it with a smile. Yeah, fight. Yeah, nigga, fight boots. What's up, your shit? Yeah, man, why you keep your word on this. Keep your word. I mean, yeah, nigga, you can't make this shit up. Today's show gonna be a classic. I promise y'all. Y'all share this live show. Hit the like button. Today's show is gonna be a classic. It's gonna be some of my best work.
True.
I'm like Loaded Lux today. I'm like Loaded Lux today. You finna get this work. Finna get this work today. Shout out to Blastic. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. He said Coach Dumb said, called Keyshawn a superstar. A superstar fighter doesn't have fights that goes to purse bids. Keyshawn and Dorsett are delusional ducks. I know what? I don't want to call them delusional. They not the couple of light bulb ain't too, never mind. I'm gonna be nice. Shout out to Lewis. Lewis said you, Ring IQ, and Steve Kim are the last real ones. Shout out to Mr. H. Hey, okay. For dropping that half damn dub on your boy. He said, I believe Keyshawn was betting on that Bill and Dev hate to hide behind it, and it backfired. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. He was betting on the Bill and Dev hate to hide behind it, and it backfired. Oh, I see what you're saying. He was saying that he was thinking that he could just pull out of this, and because people hate Bill and Devin so much that they would just excuse him of him ducking, and he could just ride the wave and get out. Now, yeah. I don't know if that's what he was thinking, but if that what he was thinking, he surely miscalculated. I'll say that. His next move would be to throw Jay Prince and Shakur under the bus with no accountability. Shout out to Get Over Here.
Hey, okay.
Oh, I read that one there before. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. As a matter of fact, let me hit you with the $5. Put us one time.
Got change for $5.
Huh?
You got some change for $5. Got change for $5.
Got it.
Chain me
All
on.
right.
Man, give my $5.
All right, bro.
Man, give my $5, man. Give my $5. Give my $5. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Give my motherfucking $5, man. Man, stop playing me, man. Give me $5. I'm gonna tell you got it $5. I'm gonna tell you got it $5.
Let's get it. Shout out to Florida boy
Hey, okay.
for dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say salute from Orlando. Shout out to Florida boy. He say his trainer needs to focus on training. Every time he opens his mouth, he sound dumb. All of these jits in boxing today are scary as hell. Not of fighting, but losing. Cowards. Yeah, they'll fight, but they don't want to. Like, this is the thing, right? And this is the thing that get me. Florida boy. This is why I said you can't be compared talking about the new Four Kings. No, you gotta. What made the Four Kings the Four Kings was what they did, who they fought when they fought them. And all the Four Kings fought each other. This Gen Z generation, these niggas are entitled. And the fan bases that's in boxing now, they come from the streaming world. They come from the influencer world. So this is a total different criteria. They grew up in the social media era. They grew up in the social media boxing era. Did you get what I'm saying? So this, I see it, because I had to do my homework on it. I said, oh, okay, I know. So when I get a phone call, I'm listening for certain keywords. When I read certain tweets or certain comments and stuff, I look for certain keywords because all of them say the same shit. You get what I'm saying? So you know it is what it is. Shout out to our sponsor, IT Bail Bonds. Sitting in the county jail right now for child support, driving on a suspended license, or a missed court date? Don't even trip. I made one phone call to IT Bail Bonds and they had me out the same day. No judgment, no games, just real people who move fast. If you or a loved one is locked up in the city of Tampa, call IT Bail Bonds at 813-231-2663. IT Bail Bonds is located at 6201 East Hillsborough Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33610. IT Bail Bonds. When freedom is on the line, call IT. Yes, sir. I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
And guess what, man? I got to say this here, man. The Shogun is back.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
Sure enough.
Shogun of Harlem.
Yes.
The Shogun is here. The Shogun is here, goddammit. Shout out to damn it, Coach Ron.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, Coach Ron saying bubble wrap season is on a comeback, Coach. Man, Coach, damn it, Coach Ron, I speak to the current boxing trainers right now, the vets. I talk to these dudes. They say, man, they tell me, bro, I'm telling these conversations I be having with these people. They be like, yeah, man, Coach, yeah, this shit different now, dog. This shit different. Like, this shit is just, and we had these conversations. They still work in the business, so they don't want to, they still got to rub shoulders with people. So they'll talk to me about shit because I can say things that they want to say, but they can't say because of the backlash. Coach Malachi don't give a fuck about the backlash. Coach Malachi don't give a fuck about the access. So that's what separate me. The backlash, ain't no motherfucking backlash. There's never backlash when you standing on principle and you speaking truth. If I gotta get backlash speaking the truth, guess what? Bring that shit on.
True, true, true.
Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Shout out to C Urban the Wiz.
Hey, okay.
He said the real question is, Coach, is why is a fighter like Dev fights going to purse bid anyway? You would think Dev can get to get inverts, right? Or wrong thinking. Well, you know, again, Devin Haney has a deal directly with DAZN. So Devin Haney having a deal directly with DAZN have nothing to do with Keyshawn Davis ducking. A deal could have been made, and the deal did not have to go to purse bid. See Urban the Wiz. The reason why the deal went to purse bid was because you need two parties to agree to the terms of the agreement. Keyshawn Davis was working the deal out with Top Rank. Top Rank was putting money up to pay doggone Keyshawn. Keyshawn turned the offer down that his promotional company gave him. That's why I went to purse bid. Don't forget that part. Make sure you focus on that part. Shout out to Wax.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, you're doing the best. Keep it up. He said the last 48 hours have been crazy. He said, what can Keyshawn do to make this right or save his face? Oh, it's done. Yeah, no, it's done. Ain't nothing he can do on this. I mean, he can keep fighting and stuff like that. But yeah, this shit done, bro. It's done. This is done. Like it's done. Like, you know, this is I ain't never seen this before. I don't seen a lot of shit before in boxing. You see motherfuckers quit, you know, in the ring, and you know, you see that, you know, when they be old and washed up sometimes, or even when they not washed up, they say they'll quit in the ring. I've seen that before. We seen motherfuckers that walk out the ring right when the bell rings. Instead of throwing one punch, he walk right out the ring and go back to the locker room. We don't seen that. But when you're talking about a guy who is being praised by Hall of Famers, fighters who are in the Hall of Fame now didn't move nothing like these niggas. But them Hall of Fame fighters are praising these dudes, giving them their stamp of approval. This is the one. This why I don't be quick to praise these niggas, man. I don't be quick. I treat a fighter on a fight-by-fight basis. Don't fall in. I told y'all, don't fall in love with these dudes because they don't love you. They don't love your black ass or Hispanic ass or white ass or whatever. They don't love you at all. Listen, all the dick pulling and this and that shit ain't gonna work. Listen, you gotta have a boxing criteria. What is your criteria, my nigga? Is your criteria clout? Can you keep the same energy with every fighter objectively? What is your criteria? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, it is what it is. For all of these doggone cooning, butter biscuit, buck dancing ass niggas on YouTube and Twitter, this is for you.
Toby be good nigga for massa. Good nigga. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good field hand, boss. Good field hand, massa.
That's all right, Toby. That's all right. You be a good field hand and you can stay here.
Toby stay. Toby stay. Toby be good now. Toby be real good.
Oh, Miss Hillary. Oh, so good to see you, Miss Hillary. I love you, Miss Hillary. Welcome to TV1. Oh, Lord. I dance with Master. I dance with Master. I dance with Master. I dance with Master.
Man, I ain't playing with these fuck niggas.
True.
I ain't playing with them at all. These niggas ain't got a friend in me. Fuck these niggas. For real though. It is what it is. Let's hit a good white man. Let's hit a good white man, Dan Rafael. See what he got to say.
Door in there. You go there. If you win, then your purse will go up. So I'm like, fight will still happen. And all of a sudden, it's been pulled and he's rejected it. And then Shakur's now, obviously, it's opened the door for him to say to Devin, oh, you did say you'd fight at 144. What is going on, Dan Rafael? Because I'm absolutely gutted we're not going to see this
Where do you even want to start? Which spot do you want to start in?
The beginning, like going to purse bids anyway, but then...
Okay, so going to purse bid for this fight was just ridiculous and pointless, and now we found out that it made no sense because he actually was offered quite a bit more in a non-purse bid situation, where not only in a non-purse bid situation was he offered more money, But when you're not doing a purse bid, you can negotiate other things, tickets, a cut of the gate, a piece of the sponsorship, another couple of flights, hotel rooms, all things that are up for negotiation in a contract. When you go to a purse bid, you get the basics, which are spelled out in the form contract by the sanctioning body, and they only have to do a certain number of things. As an example, and I'm not specifying a specific organization, but let's take, for example, the WBO or the IBF or any of these organizations might have.
Now, as you can see, Dan Rafael, because we can't believe nothing the black man say, especially if he's at the table. We got to believe what the white man say. So Dan Rafael finna break this shit down like a 57 Chevy. And Dan Rafael is very, very credible in the sport of boxing. He does this for a living. Niggas who don't make a dime in boxing or for a living, gonna tell a motherfucker who do this shit for a living, who more experience than you, got way more involvement in the sport than you do, you gonna tell him he don't know what the fuck he talking about. Because it don't fit. Because it make your favorite fighter look bad. No, the actions of your favorite fighter make him look bad. Let's go. Pull out this motherfucking body bag and drag these niggas to the goddamn graveyard.
Under the standards of a purse bid victory, that the promoter that wins the purse bid is only required to give 4 airline tickets, let's say. Maybe 1 first class or 2 first class and 2 coach. But if you don't go to a purse bid and you negotiate, you could probably swing it to have them give you the 4 first class tickets or, a couple of extra coach tickets. My point is that's up for argument, for debate, for discussion. Under a purse bid, they are under no obligation to even negotiate that. So that's the first thing. Secondly, he's never made, Keyshawn, from what Top Rank says, who's his promoter, and I'm sure this is accurate, the biggest purse he ever made was maybe about $1 million or a touch over $1 million for a fight. So if he had accepted the $3 million that Top Rank told me that they offered him, that would have been more than double what his biggest purse of his entire career was.
Let's start right there. So had he taken the money that his promoter Top Rank offered him, now we had his coach on here, and I asked his coach directly, specifically, because you say, yeah, man, Bill Haney be spreading all these false narratives. And one of the false narratives that they were saying that was being spread was that Keyshawn Davis, better known as Keisha Davis, turned down $3 million. So when I asked the coach directly, guess what he said? Well, what we got to do now? Hold on now. She was here now. Now I don't really know nothing about the business now. I ain't really involved in the business, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, so if you're not involved in the business, how can you say that it's a false narrative and it's not true? If you're not involved in the business. Well, I just use my common logic. Well, you're not the brightest light bulb in the ceiling, and you're not the most beautiful crayon in the coloring box, and you're not the sharpest butter knife in the kitchen drawer, so your common logic may not be as common as you think it is. Well, now, what you got to do now, see, Brian Norman Jr., he made 3.5 in there. Do you think that, now, and Keyshawn is a superstar, and what if the nigga a superstar, why he making $900,000 and $1 million? The highest he ever been paid was $1 million. If he's a superstar, where's commercial endorsements? Is this nigga known all over the globe? Is he selling out football stadiums? Is he selling out arenas? Like, okay, show me some metrics. What are the financial metrics? Ticket sales, whatever. Show me some metrics to justify that this nigga's a superstar. Well, I didn't know I was watching Blue Blood Sport TV. Shout out to Blue. But, Blue called him a superstar in all his videos. I said, oh.
True.
I get it. I understand. I digress.
Even at the $2 million and $2 million point, what was it, $2.137 million or $2,350,000, something like that he would have gotten under what was the winning purse bid, he was still getting 7 figures more than he had ever made in his career. So the reason why,
so he was getting paid he got paid triple the more than he ever got paid. Let me say, I ain't the smartest guy in the world. You see, I got 1 crayon. Okay, 2 crayons. Okay, 3 crayons. Now, when I normally fight, I get a little bit less than one crayon, but I got my most was one crayon. So you gonna give me 2 more crayons on top of the one crayon that I got? So yeah, that's 3 times. That's 3 more crayons. Okay, I got 1 crayon, 2, 3. Okay, you know what? I need 5 or 6. I need 5 or 6 crayons. You just can't be getting. I need. You got to pay me what I'm worth. Okay, well I just paid you $1 million. Your last fight. What the fuck you talking about? Or the fight before that or whatever. Like what the fuck you talking about, fam? Now I deserve more. Based on what? Based on what? So my question is, where you gonna get the 3 million from now? Where you gonna get the 5 million? Where you gonna get the? So you just ain't gonna fight no more. Yeah, I just ain't gonna fight because I got to get what I'm worth. Okay, well sit your ass on the bench then, nigga.
True.
Man, hey, listen. Top Rank, put that Toby ass nigga on the bench. Put Toby on the bench. Yeah.
Why this one was a little bit more bizarre than normal is if that is the case, you'd figure, okay, well, somebody else is backing his bid, right? Because if you're going to go against your own promoter, then you're going to be involved in a scenario where you have obviously your management has maybe been in touch with somebody else to come in and bid and, you know, be able to overtake them.
Did you hear what this man said? For you to turn that offer down, obviously, you must have somebody else finna come bid on your bid. You don't secure some money, some other money somewhere. I don't secure some money, dog. Yeah, fuck Top Rank. I ain't finna be taking 3 times more than what I've been paid. Shit, even though my manager, Jay Prince, which is my big brother, Shakur, told me to get with Jay Prince. That's why I fired Bomac and them, and I got with Jay Prince, and I got this slow-ass trainer. Anyway, yeah, you should read. Yeah, so they told me, could I make good business move? We got somebody else coming finna put up big money. I'm gonna take it to purse bid. Nigga took it to purse bid, and he found out he was a $5 ass nigga. Well, why Devin getting paid this? Why he getting paid that? I deserve such and such. Like literally. But you was all in the ocean, swimming, looking for Debo. All in LA, looking for Debo. All in China, looking for Debo. Build the ass. God damn it. Yeah, don't fight. Don't pick on the Hispanics. Pick on me. Don't worry about a Hispanic fighter. Don't worry about it, dog. I love y'all. You mean? Yeah, T.O. ain't no racist, and Ryan ain't no racist neither. I'm cooning a little bit and buck dancing. Don't worry about it. I was a good nigga. I was a good nigga for y'all. Don't worry about it. I take some for you. I take some. Don't pick on them, pick on me. Then a nigga pick on you. Now you tell me, man, why you picking on me, dog? I ain't even asking you. Don't mention me. I ain't asking no mentions. And I realized this nigga slow. I missed it. Now I say, oh, this nigga remedial. He one of them remedial Gen Z babies. Oh.
True.
Now it makes sense.
Well, there was another bidder, but it was clearly not with being in concert with the Keyshawn team because it was Teofimo Lopez's company who bid $2,350,000, which was, you know, I mean, that's a nice bid, I guess, but it's not even close to what Top Rank bid, who obviously has Keyshawn, has a deal with the Zone, clearly knows, you know, how much the Zone's willing to spend on the event because it is, like you said, it's a good fight. In other words, they were not competing against anybody real because Teofimo showing up, it's just for window dressing. I mean, yeah, he bid on the fight, and if he had won it, I guess they would have promoted it. But he never had any real chance to win the purse bid. That to me, that was like a red herring. It just was meaningless. I mean, they paid their $2,000 participation fee and got a little publicity for an upstart company. So actually, that was smart. That was smart for them. You know, I don't like T.O., but that was smart. That was a good move. I like that. It's not a bad move. Top Rank was really the only ones with a legitimate chance to win because they're the promoter of Keyshawn, and this is the big.
Bro, look how dumb this is. The only real person that was bidding on this fight was Top Rank. You turned down the offer that the only bidder what's good from the only bidder, which was your promotional company. You did the same shit that Teofimo Lopez did when he got his ass whooped by George Kambosos. I don't know if you thought Mob Ties was gonna show up. Yeah, Mob Ties. The mob coming together and they finna put up big money for this fight. I'm finna get the 4-5 I want, nigga. 5-6 mil. I'm finna get that deal. I'm supposed to get more than Brian Norman. What's up, baby? Here go me. Here go me. That shit went to purse bid, top rank, like, yep, we the only one here. We ain't worried about Tio. We the only one here. We got the bid for 8.5. Devin got a deal directly with the zone anyway, so the zone is going to be responsible for his purse. So really, this for you. So remember them $3 million we offered you? Now we only going to pay you 2.1. Oh man, I'm supposed to get paid more than that. Based on what? What you made your last fight? And what you made the fight before that, and the fight before that, and the fight before that, and the fight before that. Okay, so let's look at that then. Let's look at the comps. You know, when you go buy a house, they do something called, what are the comps in the area? I'm finna buy this house, and they selling this house for $500,000 or $600,000 or $700,000. And in order to know if you're paying more or less for the house, you got to look at the comps in the area. Comps is short for comparisons. We got to compare. Okay, what other houses have sold in the area? How much have other houses sold in the area? Okay, but this house sold for $7. That one that sold for $650. That one sold for $675. That one that sold for $692. That one that sold for. Okay, so we in there. We got other houses, other prices of houses. We have receipts of other houses that were sold, so we know what the comps is. So give me some comps that a nigga who got 15 fights from Norfolk, Virginia, who your biggest win, even though you beat Dennis Baranchik, but that wasn't your biggest win. You became a champion. But your second biggest win, you went 24 rounds with a nurse from Philadelphia. This nigga is a full-time nurse. Nair Albright, shout out to him. And he's a part-time R&B singer and part-time boxer. You went 24 rounds with this nigga. How do we go from that to I need $5-6 million?
True.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I ain't got but a GED, so y'all got to help me. I ain't got but a GED.
Important part is Devin Haney, even though it hasn't been announced yet, I have reported this, several days before the purse bid, he has signed an exclusive contract with DAZN, similar to the way that a week or so before that, Teofimo Lopez signed a contract with DAZN, which was then later announced. So who's going to bid on the fight? Do you think that all the other promoters that are with DAZN, Golden Boy, TGB Promotions, Matchroom Boxing, Queensberry, they're not going to go mess around and mess up DAZN and Top Rank's deal? That's their partner. You don't think that they were told, or they just knew, let's stand down and not bid on the fight?
So Dan Rayfield are making some compelling arguments. But for those who are slow, yeah, man, I'm just saying, I hear what he's saying, but he deserved more than that. And he fighting for what it's worth. Then you got this coochie ass nigga from a retired fighter from Flint. It ain't no dog. It ain't no dog. It really ain't no dog. I don't like Deb, so it ain't no dog. Now, Deb would have did that, I'd be calling it a dog. But it ain't really no dog. He trying to get what he worth. I said, okay, let me go down this rabbit hole with you. See, I destroyed you with your own logic. You say he's trying to get what he worth. Okay, what is he worth? What is he worth? What is he worth? And what Nino Brown at? Nino Brown. What Nino? Nino Brown. What is he worth?
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
$5 ass nigga. Say it again. I'm finna go to purse bid. I want $3 million. I don't want the $3 million. I want $5-6 million. Build the ass. Build the ass. I'm Kiki. I build the ass. My big brother, my play brother, Shakur told me, build the ass. I'm with Mob Ties. I'm with Jay Prince. Build the ass. I need $6 million.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
You can't make this shit up. These niggas is, woo, Lord have mercy.
So the only ones that were really capable of truly winning, in my estimation, was Top Rank. They did. and they bid a legitimate number. And also another very important factor is when you do the split, which is 75-25 in favor of Devin Haney's favor as the champion, he gets 75% and 25% to Keyshawn. The only number that's real is the Keyshawn number. They had to bid enough that they'd actually have to pay that money to Keyshawn Davis, because Devin Haney's number was already pre-negotiated with DAZN based on his contract.
So let's start right there. Did y'all get that? According to the good white man, Darren Rayfield, the purse bid was really for Keyshawn because he was the only one that wanted to go to purse bid. He said because Devin Haney deal was already his money is already secured prior to this from DAZN. He's getting his money directly from the plug. Keyshawn is getting his money directly from his promoter. His promoter offered him more, 3 times more than he's ever been paid. He turned that down and ended up now going to get paid $900,000 less, which is still $1.1 million more than what he's ever been paid. So he's still making more money than he's ever been paid throughout his career. It's like a nigga applying for a job. He makes $15 an hour. I want $100 an hour, dog. So he want $85. He want $85 more dollars than what he normally makes. $15 an hour, ass nigga. I need $100 an hour, dog. The boss man come to you and say, you know what, baby boy, check this out. I ain't getting no $100 an hour, but I tell you what I'm gonna do. Fuck it. I give you $45 an hour. That's 3 times more than what you've been paid. I give you $45 an hour. Are you sure? Hold on. 15. Okay, 15 plus 15. Let's see. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24. Okay, that's 30. Okay, 30. Let's see. 15 more, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 40. That is. Do you show that? Yeah, that's 3 times more to get paid. No, I want 100. I want to take it to a purse bid. I want $100 an hour. True. Niggas is slow.
So he knows whatever his number is before a purse bid ever takes place. And I can assure you that his number is more than the 6 million or so than he would have gotten based on the cut of the purse bid. So the entire thing, it just made no sense. There was no magic bullet. There was no Triller that showed up to bid some crazy number like they did a few years ago when Teofimo was doing his mandatory against Cambosis. And then, of course, you remember they defaulted on that purse bid and it wound up going to the underbidder, which was Matchroom Boxing. So I don't know what Keyshawn Davis is doing. He's blowing up his career unnecessarily. He was offered a legitimate purse. It's a good fight. It's a fight that I think would be definitely attractive to boxing fans. And as for the notion that suddenly with Keyshawn out of this fight for the time being, and it's possible that maybe, with everybody takes a deep breath, that Top Rank and Keyshawn have a conversation also with his manager, James Prince, and say, listen, we really wanted to do this fight. We'll give you that $3 million. Let's do the fight. And maybe they can work it out. We'll see how that plays out.
We already know how it played out because that interview was done prior to Keyshawn sending a letter to the WBO saying, look here, dog, I changed my mind. Yeah, man, I know I said I wanted Debo there, but I was just playing, dog. I was just playing. I ain't really, you know what I mean, man? I was just playing. You know what I mean? Now let's go. I got another video. I found this sister. I don't know who this young lady is, but I found this sister from Norfolk, Virginia. She says that she is the cousin of the late, great Pernell Whitaker. This sister right here. And I didn't really know. I couldn't understand it because, I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I've been around the world. And, we're not around the world, I've been around America. But you get what I'm saying. And, I've been over here, I've been over there. And I just couldn't understand. Like, it just wasn't making sense to me. I was baffled. I was befuddled. I'm not the brightest light bulb in the ceiling. I'm not the sharpest butter knife in the kitchen drawer. But I have a master's degree in common sense. And I have a master's degree in sarcasm. You ain't gonna find too many more niggas more sarcastic than me. Never. You see what I'm saying? It's some out there, but I'm telling you, I'm like, I'm pound for pound. I'm in the pound for pound list when it comes to the most sarcastic human beings that God's ever created. True. Facts. I hit your ass with sarcasm on top of sarcasm, on top of sarcasm, on top of sarcasm, on top of sarcasm. Like literally, I can be sarcastic with you for 3 hours straight, just total sarcasm and won't get tired. True. Let's get it. Let's see this young lady. Let's see what this young lady from Norfolk, Virginia has to say.
Listen, I told y'all time and time again, I've warned Keyshawn about this. When it comes to Dorset Barnwell, I want you to think, I'm trying to be nice. Look, I want y'all to think remedial, okay, to the 10th power.
Hold on, let's go back. Look at that one more time now. Let's go back, look at that one more time. Now, this sister right here, let me see what her name is. Her name is Jada. Jada the Boxer. Y'all please go subscribe to Jada the Boxer. I'm finna drop her link right here. Y'all go subscribe to Jada. Y'all please go subscribe to Jada the Boxer. She is from Norfolk, Virginia. That's where she's from. And she spoke about how she spoke to Keyshawn about his coach and all that stuff there. And she told him and all that stuff there. She spoke about how Norfolk, Virginia is kind of like a crab in the bucket city. And, you know, you can't really come up there. If you do come up, you got to leave and get away. She spoke about this in this interview. I'm finna drop it right here. And so she spoke about, you know what I mean? But let's go back. Cause I don't want nobody, I don't want nobody thinking you know what I'm saying?
The same city. I have told you time and time again, stay away from these coaches. Stay away from these friends, your boys, because I guarantee your name is important, Key. I've been telling you this for years. No matter how many times you get annoyed, no matter how many times you roll your eyes at me, we're from the same city. I have told you time and time again, stay away from these coaches. Stay away from these friends, your boys. Because I guarantee you, if you was to go through a hard time, if everything was to be stripped from you, none of them would be there. Even some family members that you think would be there, they would not be there. Yeah. Because that also comes with this walk when you walk with Christ. Refinement. You get stripped from everything. God will break you down to build you back up. And you learn so many lessons. You learn that less is more. Listen, I told y'all time and time again, I've warned Keyshawn about this. When it comes to Dorset Barnwell, I want you to think, I'm trying to be nice. Look, I want y'all to think remedial, okay, to the 10th power. Everybody back at home know he slept, okay? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm so serious right now. I want you to think of Bruh Man to the 5th power. Bruh Man from the show, Martin. The 5th flow. I want you to think that when it comes to Dorset. Everything that he says, take it with a grain of salt. Please.
Oh my God. Nigga got yeah, dog, you know what I'm saying? Now we got to do now. What Keyshawn supposed to get, some nigga Brian nobody had got. Listen. Shut the fuck up, Bill Haney, and let us get to work. Let us work. Okay, wait a minute, but you said that you're not involved in the business. So if you're not involved in the business, what you mean by let us work? You're not involved with that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, see, I'm just saying, like, the nigga doing all that talking, dog, and see, we really supposed to be getting paid more money. Who is we, fam? Like, you know, what you mean we? Yeah, see, he got to get paid what he worth. And then when you ask him what he worth, they ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, well, Devin Haney was supposed to take some money out of his pocket and give Key the rest to make up the difference if he really wanted to fight. I've never heard of anything like this here. Then it hit me. I found this sister video and I say, oh, this nigga slow. What fighter? What? Listen, let's stop right there. When have you ever heard of a fighter? He fighting a nigga. They negotiating to fight each other. And the fighter say, well, look, dog, I ain't finna fight you because I ain't making the money that I want to make, and you getting more money than me because you secured a deal with the yo. If you really want to fight me, after I chased you down, after I was looking for you, after I was in the ocean, I chased you down. But if you really want me to commit to fighting you, you gotta take some of that money out of your pocket that is only paying you and put that on top of what Top Rank want to pay me.
True.
I say, and now it makes sense. These niggas are slow. Shout out to Rob.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I said, oh, these niggas are slow. I couldn't put two and two together. Cause I had one chromosome was arguing with the other chromosome, and then I had a membrane arguing with the other membrane, and they was having the conversations with the molecules and atoms within my medulla oblongata. And I was just trying to put it together, but I couldn't figure it out. But thanks to that young lady, she explained to me that Buddy is slow.
To this day.
I was like, nah, I ain't know that. I would have put it together, though. I would have put it together. I ain't got but a GED, but I would have put it together. I damn sure would have put it together. I swear to God, I would put it together. Anyway, let's go over here. So, again, I want people to know. All right, I tell you what. Hold on, we got our guest here. Man. We got Jaleel Hackett here, man. I told y'all we had Jaleel Hackett coming on. We're going to continue. Let's give our guest a round of applause. Jaleel, what's going on, fam?
What's up? How you doing, Malachi?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just over here rotisserizing the duck. That's all. But shout out to you, fam. What's going on with you, brother? You all right?
I'm chilling, man. I'm thankful I'm here.
Hey, man, look, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm tell you something, boy. I'm proud of you, boy. Hey, listen. When you fought Darren Chenko, and I saw you, bro, I didn't know you could box like that. I said, damn, bro. I said, who the fuck this is? This can't be Jaleel. Because I'm watching, right? I did a fight party. I went live for it. I'm crossing my arms and shit. I'm looking. You know what I mean? You know, I'm looking for anything. I'm like, okay. Because I'm going to keep it real with him. I'm looking, but I ain't going to lie, bro. You made me proud. Now, you was mixing it up a little bit now. You was getting hit with some right hands. I said, okay, Jaleel going back to what he want to do. He finna go bang and this and that, and he don't felt this power. You know what I mean? He trying to get him up out of there. But when you box, I had no idea you had that dimension to your game. Explain to me, my brother, what, I don't want to say the game plan, but was that the game plan?
The game plan was to box, box the whole fight and fight in spurts, When you want to fight. But when you want to box. So, the game plan was to box most of the fight and then just steal fighting parts where he wants to box.
Oh, man, okay, cool. Because I was trying to figure out because, like, you took his shot very well. Like, you was catching him, he was catching you, and I'm screaming. I'm like, man, Jaleel, what you doing? Man, stop trying to. Hey, you need to go. I need to send you the link. I need to send you, like, the actual fight party, right? I'm like, I need to send you the clips so you can see, bro. I'm like, man, you boxing him up. I said, boy, Jaleel ready to go to war.
Yeah, hey, in between rounds. Every round, I just kept saying, like, is this the round we go get him? And my dad just kept saying, nah, not yet.
Hey, man, look, man, I fuss with you, bro, because you got an old school throwback mentality. You don't have the modern day Gen Z fighter today. You're not with the diva shit, this and that. I mean, if you was, I'd tell you, but you're not with that. And I like the fact that, you just want to get it in, you want to fight. And I really appreciate what you bring to the sport, because I'm gonna tell you why I say this. Because I look at everybody, right? And I have criticisms and stuff like that, but then I have a boxing criteria. You ain't gonna find no boxing channel got no boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is this. I have 5. My first is, this is how I judge every fighter. This is how I judge you. What is the level of competition that he's fought? And I do this over a period of time. You know what I mean? Like, you've been in the game for a while and you had 20-some, 25, 30-some fights. That's how I look at that. What is the level of competition who you fought? How many top 10 fighters have you fought? Did you dominate the weight division? That's only if you was there for a long period of time, like a Marvin Hagler or something like that, or Roberto Duran at lightweight. How many career-defining fights have you had? I look at this as a career-defining fight for you, Darren Chenko. And did you fight the best in the division? I look at Darren Chenko as one of the best. And from a level of competition standpoint, I look at Darren Chenko as a high level of competition. So you have crossed out probably like 3 to almost 4 out of the 5. So that's how I judge every fighter. And I'm I ain't gonna lie, bro. How did you get that fight?
So basically, they were telling me like we want you in a step up fight, and I said, all right, cool.
Who is they?
Just Zuffa. And I said, cool, because the numbers they've been throwing are lovely. So it's like it ain't really about how much are y'all paying. It's about when we fighting and where we fighting. So, they sent the first guy they sent was Dervyachenko. And I was like, shit, let's get this shit popping. And first we had, disputes over the weight because he would have been fighting at 68 for a while. And I was like, well, I'm a 160. So if he don't want to fight at 160, then, we'll fight somebody else. And he was like, nah, I come down to 160. So we got it done. And I was like, shit, like I just told you, it ain't even really about who we fighting. It's about when and where we fighting at. And so they told us we fighting, in New York in July. This is in May. I was like, let's get it popping.
Damn, so Dervyachenko, he fighting at 168 now?
His past few fights been at 168. He fought in Billy at 168 2 years ago.
Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I remember he fought Jaime Munguia too. That was at 168?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
No, you might. No, you know what? You're right. Damn. You know what, bro? I didn't realize because I thought he had no fault. I thought he was fighting at 160, but he had 168. Okay, cool. Thank you for educating me on that. From an experience standpoint, what worried you, or what worried you about Dervyachenko?
He been in there with dogs, and nobody stopped him. A lot of us thought he beat Triple G.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
he definitely beat. Yeah, absolutely.
He fought the Charlo brother at the time where he was fucking everybody up.
Yeah.
And the Charlo did dominate him, but he couldn't stop him. He fought Christian and Billy 2 years ago. Christian and Billy's fucking huge.
Yeah.
That's a big guy. He fought Christian and Billy with one arm. Because he tore his bicep in the second round.
Yeah, I remember that. I think I remember that now. Now I remember
he fought 8 straight rounds with one arm. So it's like my main thing was like, yeah, he tough. I'm tough. And my dad and my team kept telling me, if you make this a dog fight, you're gonna lose. So don't make it a dog fight. I said,
yeah, man. So, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't know. I'm like, damn, I didn't know he had footwork like that. Like, you can really box. You get what I'm saying? So how you like y'all worked on it? Okay, you got me and Billy. You know that he don't been in some hell of a fights. That ain't no easy out for nobody. Like you say, he ain't never been stopped. And how did his power feel? Because he caught you with quite a few right hands. When y'all was in exchange and stuff, his speed was look kind of deceptive. I was like, damn, I didn't know for him to be that age, he got some nice hand speed. How did his power, when you got hit with the right hand, what was going through your mind?
It was one of them shots where like, I know I got hit, but it's like I've been hit by guys who punching harder. So it's like it wasn't like he hit me and I said, oh, he can't punch, so I'm just let him hit me all night. Mm-hmm. But he hit me and I was like, all right, I can gamble just a little bit more because the power wasn't what I thought it would be. But he has very good timing. He definitely has very good timing.
You over there with Zuffa, we've been hearing a lot of things. You was the first fighter. I remember when the last interview we did, I think this was right before you had your first fight with Zuffa, and you spoke a lot of the good things that that what made you go sign with them and stuff like that. Now that how long have you been over there?
I signed with Zuffa in December last year. Had my first fight with them in February.
Okay, so this is your second fight.
Yes.
Okay, so since December last year, and you had your second fight, and you had time to elapse on it, how do you feel about your decision to go over there now?
One of the greatest decisions I could have made so far in my career. If you guys know me, if you've been keeping up with me, and my career has been filled with like a lot of ups and downs, whether it be like as far as not being able to get the fights that I want or being able to get any fights at all, to, being signed with a promoter and at one point you their guy, you take a loss and then it's like you trash.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to Zuffa, and it was like, you know, their rundown was basically we like good fights. You know, if you're willing to come and fight and give us the good fights, we're gonna pay you. We're gonna make sure you're the best version of yourself every time you're out. You know, so they provide with nutritionists, dietitianists, they meal plans, the whole 9 yards, just to make sure you're the best version of yourself. You know, I have full access to the UFC PI in Las Vegas. I can use it whenever I want, you know, free of cost. Year-round health coverage, you know, with Zuffa. You know, so it's like it's all upside.
Man, so I hear a lot of misinformation out there, and it's coming from the promoters like Oscar De La Hoya and stuff, and I understand their position because that I love this move for you, Jaleel, because I remember when you was over there at Mayweather Promotions, and you spoke to me about how good Floyd and Leonard treated you when you was over there, but from a career standpoint, you had to get away. You was over there with Eddie Hearn. I remember. I don't know if you remember this conversation. You was on this show. And you told me about Wisma Lima. I called him Lima Bean because I couldn't remember his name. But you told me about Wisma Lima, and you said, yeah, you was looking, you was trying to get a fight, and you reached out to somebody at Matchroom, and you said, yeah, you told him about, hey, this is the guy that I want to fight. You know what I mean? He got the IBO belt. Can you make that fight happen? And I guess they told you no, or whatever the case may be. And they say, that same dude fighting Boots. So, and then you end up leaving. So you end up leaving Eddie Hearn after that, or when?
I got dropped.
And why did they drop you?
We took a loss in December 2024.
Controversial loss over there in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, a loss is a loss, no matter how you put it. But we took a loss in December 2024. We had a rematch scheduled for March of 2025. The rematch was canceled due to an injury I had got just a few days before the fight. And then probably like a month after the injury, they dropped me.
So anyway, so I'm glad you said this, because when you hear all this stuff about the audience, yeah, man, Zuffa bad and Zuffa this and that. Okay, well, Eddie Hearn is not Zuffa. That's the more traditional way of boxing, traditional promoters, and they dropped this, and they dropped Jaleel Hackett like a guy, like a bad habit. They dropped him. Did you get what I'm saying? Because because I'm hearing Oscar De La Hoya saying that, they only overpaying fighters, and then they gonna do this and that. They trying to take, he's saying all this bad shit. But I'm like, dude, a lot of people most fighters ain't making no hell of a money in boxing. Only the elite guys.
Hell no. I consider myself, a young prospect that just now became a contender recently. And in my first 2 fights with Zuffa, I made more in these 2 fights than I made in my whole first 4 years as a pro combined. I turned pro in 2021. From 2021 to 2025, I did not make as much money as I did in this year alone. And I've only fought twice this year. Put that into perspective.
Yes, sir. Do you plan on well, I'm pretty sure, I know you want to stay active. I'm pretty sure you plan on probably fighting some more this year, you know what I mean? So you ain't really got to get into money and all that stuff there, but do you plan on fighting how many more fights you want to have this year? Jaleel, I can't hear you. Yeah, I think you're on mute. No, I still can't hear you. Go out and come back in. I'm gonna let him come back in. Yeah, man, I'm happy to have Jaleel Hackett on, man, because shout out to Lake County. Hey, okay. Lake County, what's up, fam? Dropping that $2 super chat. He said you should still be undefeated, in my opinion, Jaleel. Well, this is the thing, right? Now, Jaleel didn't make no excuses for the loss he had. I noticed that. He didn't make the excuse for the loss he had. It was a controversial decision, and it could have went either way. That is true, and sometimes that's how the ball bounces. I just think from a stylistic standpoint, if Jaleel probably would have fought him differently, then he could have got the decision and stuff like that. And sometimes, like, Jaleel like to bang. So that's what made me so happy that when he fought Darianchenko, I got a chance to see him do some boxing. I'm like, man, I didn't know he can box like that. So, you know, I was really happy about that, man. But we're gonna wait till you get back. Okay, here you go right here. Jaleel, I see you. Well, I don't see your face, but damn, I think it's something wrong with this. I can't see your face. Okay. Oh, I can hear you.
You got me?
Yes, I got you.
All right.
Yeah, so I like the fact you was one of the first. So the brother right here said that shout out to Lake County. He said you still should be undefeated, Jaleel, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know, I hear you, but it's like that's your opinion.
Yeah.
You know, it's the three guys who was in charge of judging the fight, you know, they all didn't come into agreement that I won. So
Yeah. Man, listen, man. I listen, bro. Like I said, I love your mentality, man. I saw you bought you a Benzo. Listen, I'm on your Instagram, right? I saw you bought you a Benzo after you had your first fight with Zuffa. Man, what's up with that?
hey man, like I said, bro, they paying. You know, if you willing to go out there and fight, you know, you put your life on the line for them, you know, they put their pockets on the line for you. So it's like, you know, we in the prize fighting business. You know, we fight for the prize. So they just making sure like we getting the fruits of our labor, that's all.
Hey, man, who your manager? Who your manager is? Who your manager that you're working with?
My dad managed me right now.
And you got an agent?
I got an advisor.
Advisor. Okay, you're an advisor. Yeah. I think I know who the advisor is. Is it Ish?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got Ish over there. You got a bad boy over there now.
Yeah.
Okay. I like Ish. You got, yeah, man. I think, matter of fact, I just saw him not too long ago. I think he was in Vegas with Crawford.
Yeah, he was at the fight in New York as well.
Yeah. Ish a real nice dude. He don't really talk much. Well, I hung around him, but I never like had it like long conversations with him. He don't really talk much.
Nah, he a man a few words, but he get a lot done.
He get the job done.
He get a whole lot done.
Hey, I'm trying to come over. I say, man, I got to get my money. I got to get things right. I got to get I got to get everything happening on my end. Cause I'm gonna try to get with him and say, Ish, look here, man. You know, I ain't no world class fighter, man. But look, we can work something out. I need you. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking about hiring them for his services. You know.
Nah, for sure.
Hey, man, but listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I love the fact that you're over there with Zuffa. You know, you got dropped by Matchroom, but don't even worry about that. Now you're with Zuffa, you're in a better situation. Do you plan on fighting any more before the year is out?
If the team says we're gonna fight one more time this year, then we're gonna fight one more time this year. But you know, if not, we just gonna stay locked in, stay in the gym, stay ready. You know, took me a nice little week off just to, you know, relax, get my mind off of things, and now, you know, we back active, you know, just waiting for another day.
So to explain to people, like any young up-and-coming fighters, because I was at the grocery store here. I live in Tampa, right? I was at the grocery store, and I saw some kids, with the coach and stuff, and they was raising money to go to a tournament. They say they're finna go to Oklahoma for the amateurs and stuff like that. And you got a lot of people, like you're a young fighter yourself, but you got some people who are just turning pro. And like, what advice can you give them, like from what you've learned thus far in your 5 years of boxing as a pro? What advice can you give those kids that's coming up under you that may be getting ready to turn pro or have ambitions of turning pro? What advice can you give them based on what you've learned so far in your pro career?
Two that I could think of off the top of my head. Number one, these promoters ain't your friends. You know, this is a business. You know, do what you gotta do. You know, do your job and they gonna do their job. That's it, that's all. Don't go into this thinking that y'all friends, because y'all not. Number two, I would say this is not the NBA, this is not the NFL, this is not Major League Baseball. You don't turn pro on Monday and become a millionaire on Monday. You know, it comes with a lot of, you know, the slow grind. You know, so it's just like you just gotta stay diligent during the slow grind era, and you know it's gonna pay off over time. You just gotta stay diligent, stay focused. You know, I feel like success is a crossroad between, you know, luck and timing. and hard work. So it's like when all those three align, then that's when it's gonna really turn to the upside.
How many fights you've had thus far?
This past fight was my 14th fight.
Okay, so for your 14th professional fight, you're being treated well by Zuffa. I think that was some great advice, letting them know that hey, the promoters are not their friends and stuff like that. And I just love your trajectory. Like again, I was very shocked that it was a pleasant surprise that to see the way you can box. You know, you was very light on your feet. I'm gonna tell you what I really like. The way you was stepping with the jab and the way you was feinting. Like you would do like you were doing this stutter step, setting the jab up. You were like, pap, pap, bam, and then shoot the jab out there. You will shoot it. Sometimes you'll shoot the double jab, but then then you will step with it. You do like a stutter step with it, and you get them to bite on it. Then you shoot the jab out there and drop that straight right in. And I was like, man, I'm looking at the feints. I'm looking at everything. I'm like, man, okay. That's what y'all worked on? With your dad and Coach Kenny?
We really just worked on listening. That's all we worked on. You know, I feel like I've always had the ability to box. People who've known me, you know, throughout my late in my amateur career and early in my pro career, like guys who've sparred with me and guys who work with me on a regular or in the gym with me on a regular, they say Jaleel has always been able to box like this. But it's like nobody's ever made me bring that side out. You know, it's like if I can walk you down and beat you up and make it where you're scared to fight, why not do that? So I give huge shouts to Derevyanchenko, you know, because it takes a fighter of that caliber to make me dig deeper in my bag and, you know, show the boxing ability.
Man, hold on. We got a cash out, man. Super chat. Shout out to Lake County.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, how was your weight management between fights? Because when you were at welterweight, you used to blow up in between fights, to be honest. Is that why you moved up?
I moved up because I stayed at welterweight longer than I should have. You know, hindsight 2020, when I went to Matchroom, I probably would have moved up to 54. I probably would have never fought a fight at 147 with Matchroom. You know, but I stayed at 147 because I felt like I had the ability to win a world title at 147. You know, that's why when my first fight with Matchroom was for the WBA Continental Americas title, because I was more or less trying to fast track my way to a belt as soon as possible. You know, just being young, you know, at the time I was 21 years old, very, very like ambitious, had my mind made up that I'm gonna win a belt at 147. And it didn't pan out, of course, but you know, now that we're at 160, I feel like I could be at 160 for a while. And with Zuffa and the UFC PI, I feel like that really extends that wow a little bit longer due to the fact that they making weight a lot easier because they provide me with supplements and, you know, nutritionists and dietitianists, I'm sorry, you know, to help me, you know, prepare myself to, you know, get ready for a fight and cut weight the correct way. Like the past two fights, you know, with me fighting my first fight with Zuffa in February and then this fight with Zuffa and this past Sunday, they both camps, especially for fight week, leading up to fight week, it was like a cakewalk. You know, I've never in my whole career ate breakfast the morning before a weigh-in, let alone ate any type of food the morning before a weigh-in. But with Zuffa, you know, I'm eating like full meals throughout the whole fight week, and then the day before weigh-in, I'm still like eating breakfast and eating snacks, you know, the day before. So it's like they definitely have prolonged my career as a middleweight.
Bro, they got all that over there?
Yeah, I'm not, you know, I'm not hyping them up. This is not paid promo, none of that. But it's like, you know me, and people who know me know I love food.
Yeah.
They made it where like this whole camp, I ate good the whole camp. Ate good the whole camp. Fight week, I ate good the whole fight week. We fought on a Sunday. I ate good Friday. Friday was the day before weigh-in. I still ate good that day. And it was like, I still came in nearly 4 pounds underweight. You know, and the 4 pounds underweight was a miscalculation on my behalf. Because if I would have known I was going to be that low, I probably would have ate a little bit more the night before weigh-in. You know, I only ate a little bit because I was unsure about my weight because I didn't pack a scale with me like I usually do. So I was using Zuffa's official scale every night. So I would check my weight and then I would just go to bed. If I would have had my scale with me, I probably would have checked my weight when I got to my room, seen how low I was, and I probably would have ate a snack before bed.
So when you was with Matchroom, they didn't provide like what Zuffa's doing, you know, having a nutritionist and having a what else you have?
No. It was get it how you live. Get it how you live. The only thing I can say about Matchroom as far as the weight process was they did, like a lot of other promoters are starting to do, they did have early weigh-ins. Like the weigh-ins were super, super early. And that is like for like the fighters, you know, that have a hard time making weight.
You know, I was talking to Buddy McGirt one time. I had an interview with Buddy McGirt then and Tim Bradley, but definitely Buddy McGirt. And we know you have a lot of fighters, they struggle to make weight, they miss weight, you know, and stuff like that. When he said how you rectify that, because Buddy McGirt old school, you have same day weigh-ins. Because, you know, he came up in the era of same day weigh-ins. He said if you have same day weigh-ins, then you will have guys fighting at the weight they should be fighting at. How do you feel about that?
I agree. You know, only thing is, if you had same day weigh-ins, there's a lot of these fighters that wouldn't fight no more.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys that just wouldn't fight no more.
Facts. Facts. Hey, bro, right about that shit. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers ain't gonna fight. Yeah, dog. You know what, dog? I'm finna go to Amazon, dog. I got a job at Amazon. Anyway, hey, Jaleel, man, let everybody know, man. Like, is there like you're pretty sure you made some new fans. People got a chance to see you fight that Zuffa card. That was I want to say that was the best card they had thus far. I really, really enjoyed that card Sunday night. It was pleasant seeing you. Shout out to Coach Kenny. Shout out to Coach Bernard, your dad. Anything you want to say to the fans, you know, before you go? Give me your social media and stuff like that. How to follow you, what you have going on, stuff like that outside of boxing.
You can follow me on Instagram, Jalil_Hackett, Twitter, Jalil Hackett, YouTube, Jalil Major Hackett, almost anywhere else, Jalil Hackett or Jalil Major Hackett. You know, I appreciate everybody who supports me. Appreciate everybody who, you know, tuned in last Sunday. Appreciate you, Malachi, for having me on. Thankful for my whole team. Thankful for Zuffa. Thankful for the guys, you know, that helped prepare me for this fight. And shit, we'll be back in action sooner than later.
Before you go, I want you to answer this. Shout out to Lake County. Dropping that $2 super chat. He say, any plans on Zuffa making you and Mosley Jr. soon?
Hey, if there's a will, there's a way. Like I said, I haven't really been on the, well, I'll fight this person, but I won't fight this person. I've been really winning where. I haven't really been too pressed on asking about the number because the number has been great. We 2 fights in with Zuffa. Both fights, I've gotten a great number. And the number gets greater. You know, if we can say Zuffa, my first fight with Zuffa, if we can say that number was good, this fight that was last Sunday, that number was great. And, you know, I gave them 2 good performances. And since the performances were good, the number increased. I'm assuming next go around, the number is probably going to increase again. So it's not about who we're fighting. It's about when we're fighting and where we're fighting at so I can make sure my ass is there. So Shane Mosley, yes. It the clown, yes. It don't matter who it is. Yes. Yes. As long as we both make the 160-pound limit, we going to fight.
Man, I like that mindset, man. My only advice, because I know you how you get out there. You with the shits. Just listen to your team. That's it. Listen to your team.
Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah, listen to them.
Absolutely. You know, my team know how I rock. They know how I rock. You know, as long as the number good, we gonna get down. You know, this camp right here, I gotta give a huge shout out to my team because they came in with the game plan for this fight. And they say if you follow the game plan, you're gonna win. And if you don't follow the game plan, you're gonna lose. So I said, shit, I don't wanna lose. So I'm gonna follow the game plan. And, you know, I followed the game plan and we went out there and we were successful. You know, we still got a lot to work on, but, you know, we had a good night out and, you know, now we're going to get back in the gym and prepare for, you know, whoever they send us next.
Lake County asked one more question. He said, can Zuffa get you non-Zuffa fighters like Amo?
Yes. If it make money, it makes sense. You know, look at Conor Benn. Conor Benn's about to fight Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is not a Zuffa fighter. You know, so it's possible. They can make it happen. They got the money. They can afford to do almost anything they want.
Man, I appreciate you, Jaleel, man. I want to thank you so much, brother, for taking the time out of your busy day to stop by, man. I saw you on the Boxing Voice this morning. Shout out to them boys, man. Are you making your rounds, man? Bro, listen, just let me know when you have another fight. I was supposed to get you on the show before the fight, but that was my fault. I forgot to reach back out to your dad. And then when I remembered, it was like you had 3 days until fight. And I'm like, I ain't finna call him. I'm kind of superstitious. I feel like I don't want to do nothing. Like there's whatever routine you have, because I know fighters have a routine. I don't want to mess that routine up. So I say I'll just get with them after the fight, you know.
No, for sure. And I definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that a lot. You know, you being empathetic for the fighters, because I think I'm probably speaking for almost all fighters. Fight week, a lot of fighters are men of few words. I just leave it at that. And, you know, this go around, it wasn't really as far as like, oh, I don't want to talk because I'm drained, I'm tired. I don't want to talk because I'm focused. So it's like, you know, I appreciate you for that. But you know, you got my number.
Yes, sir.
You can always hit me up. You know, I'm always open to talk to you. So like I said, I appreciate you for having me. And you know, I appreciate all the fans that support me. You know, whether you watching to see me win or watching to see me lose, you still watch. So thank you.
All right, man, I appreciate you, man. Let's give Jaleel Hackett a round of applause. Let's give Jaleel a round of applause, man. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. I fuck with Jaleel. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, you know what I mean? I fuss with Jaleel, man. Just any fighter. As I said before, like, I think it was very important for me just to give Jaleel so our brother can see that I do have a boxing criteria. So I judge every fighter based on that criteria. Now, what I'm finna do, we finna get back to the cooking session. Shout out to Jaleel. I'm gonna clip this interview, and then I'm gonna re-upload it. Then I'm gonna send it to Jaleel as well. Yeah, man. But so shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me talk to the chat. Shout out to Hey Miss Parker.
Hey, okay.
We got Miss Park in here. We got my main man, the one and only Mr. Ham. We got the Cartadenas. We got Marcus King. We have Teachers in the building. Shout out to WP 3636. Willie Summerlin is here. Who else we have in the building, man? We got the Cartadenas. We got the J Kid. We got the Natural. We have Schoolo, Ace Town T and his BI, G5 from the Bronx. We have who else we had in? We got a lot of people here, man. We got over 800. We had almost 900 watching, you know what I mean? But anyway, we finna get back to work. I'm finna drop this matter of fact, hold on. I got some more cooking to do. I got some more cooking to do, dog. Now this sister right here, she's no, as a matter of fact, now we don't see this already. But just in case, hold on.
Be there. Yeah. Because that also comes with this walk. When you walk with Christ, refinement, you get stripped from everything. God will break you down to build you back up, and you learn so many lessons. You learn that less is more.
So for all of those who may just be tuning in, this young lady, her name is, what her name is? I dropped her link so y'all can follow her. Her name is Jada the Boxer. Jada the Boxer. She is from Norfolk, Virginia, right? Jada the Boxer, she's from Norfolk, Virginia. And she knows who Keyshawn Davis is and stuff like that. And she says she talked to him all the time. And, she's spoken to him and given him advice on just getting away from Virginia, getting away from Norfolk. Because, Norfolk is no different from any other city or something like that as it relates to the type of people. When you come up in the hood, so to speak, or in impoverished situations and conditions, when you that special talent that's gifted enough to get out of that situation, you will have people in that situation that want to keep you there. Because if you stay there and want to hang out with them and stuff. So she was giving them advice on that. And hold on. Shout out to the real McCoy.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half of bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, hold up, coach. He said, hold up, coach. Now, as you said before, you criticize certain boxers listening to their team, but you just told Jalil to listen to his team. Am I looking at it differently? Yeah, no. Yeah, you're looking at it differently. I'm going to tell you why. I'm saying as it relates to when he's inside of the ring and he's fighting. When Jalil is inside of the ring and he's fighting, when they have a game plan, he'll sit, when he have a game plan, Jalil will sit back and sometimes he'll bang when he should box. So that's what I meant by that. Listen to your team. I'm not saying if his team advise him to duck somebody or not to fight somebody to do that. And what I'm saying also is sometimes he's only Jalil has only had 14 professional fights. So let's say he want to fight M. Billy. I mean, I wouldn't advise to put him in there with M. Billy right now. You know what I mean? No, I don't fight M. Billy right now. Fight someone who's maybe like a Darian Chinko or something like that. Well, Darian Chinko fought M. Billy and then he fought him. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you may need another fighter or two before you get that bigger fight. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by that. I'm not saying duck somebody or avoid somebody. If your team tell you don't fight a nigga in your weight division, that's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm specifically saying that, when Jalil fights, a lot of times he don't listen to his team. When he's in the ring, he should be boxing and he trying to bang. And the guy catching him with clean shots, and you don't know how the judges are judging that. So that's what I meant by that specifically as it relates to listen to his team. You get what I'm saying? So as it relates to this young lady right here, let's get back to this. I'm going to show you. Let me get back to this. Let's get back to this young lady.
Listen, I told y'all time and time again, I've warned Keyshawn about this. When it comes to Dorset Barnwell, I want you to think, I'm trying to be nice. I look, I want y'all to think remedial, okay, to the 10th power.
She said remedial to the 10th power. I mean, is that humanly possible? Is that? She we can't him now. We couldn't this nigga here now. This nigga special. What she said now when it comes to this nigga is special. I'm telling y'all, dog. I ain't say this. I ain't say it. I don't want no niggas from Virginia Norfolk putting up on me. Yeah, we see that nigga coach, dog. Nigga talking about our coach, Dorset. He said Dorset was remedial. Yeah, we gonna pull up on him. No, nigga, don't pull up on me at all, nigga. Pull up on them niggas in the city where you from. The crime rate high, y'all killing each other anyway, so don't bring that smoke over here. Y'all continue to smoke each other out. You see what I'm saying? But she said the nigga was remedial. I didn't say it. She said it. Shout out to this lovely sister. Let's continue.
Everybody back at home know he slept. Okay? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm so serious right now.
She said, she said, everybody at home back at home know he slept. How you got a slow nigga speaking for you on the internet? Yeah, dog, you ain't here, man. He nigga on Mill City. Listen, let me tell you something. Mill City. Boy, Mill City be having these niggas, they come on there and they just talk. They be contradicting themselves. They be exposing themselves. Mill don't even stop them. Mill like ask him a question, get them started, then he'll sit back like a dead possum and watch. He'll be like, he'll do like this here. Okay. So like he'll know a nigga ducking. Like me, I just come out and say the nigga ducking. He won't say that. I come out and say no, right here. This is what you said right here, baby boy. And then right here you said something totally different. Now the difference is you talking about Brian Norman Jr. Well, Brian Norman Jr. was the Brian Norman Jr. was the WBO welterweight champion. Devin Haney was the challenger. You're not a champ, and you never had a fight at welterweight. So how the fuck do you think that you're supposed to get more than what Brian Norman got paid? You ain't never had a fight at welterweight, and your best fight was against a goddamn nurse. Now you're Albright. Full-time nurse, full-time dad, part-time R&B singer. He helped the homeless, and he's a part-time boxer. Yeah, dog, she weigh in. So and then you fighting Devin Haney. You said, I got the video, his trainer said, this a silver spoon kid. Yeah, this how he been looking. This a silver spoon kid. You know what I'm talking about? Now, how you keep calling him Debo? We got to stop calling this man Debo. He ain't no goddamn Debo. You see what I'm saying? Now, we going to knock his ass out. Tell Ben Haney, shut up. Be quiet. Humble himself. And let us negotiate. Let us get to work. Okay, so since you talk about negotiations, can you tell us if the $3 million offer from Top Rank was true? Well, now what I'm going to say now, I ain't what I got to say now is, I ain't, I ain't really got nothing to, I really ain't in the business like that. But I use common logic. Well, if you slow, like the young lady said you is, then your common logic ain't so common.
True.
That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to the Real McCoy.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, yes, sir, Jaleel will go away from the game plan. Now, who was Dorsett Boomwell? He said, this Keyshawn real name? No. That's Keyshawn Davis' trainer. That's Keyshawn Davis' trainer. You can go to Mill City. You can come over here. I got an interview with him. I got it. Matter of fact, nigga talk about something. Yeah, dog, I'm looking for Debo, dog. I'm looking for Debo. Debo, no, stop picking on the next. Stop picking on the Hispanic fighters. You got all these Hispanic fighters right here. Don't worry about it, y'all. I got y'all back, dog. Don't worry about it. I don't like the fact that this Negro, Devin Haney picking on y'all. He always want to fight y'all. No, nigga, don't pick on the Hispanics who I love. Nigga, pick on me. I'm the one calling you out.
True.
I said, is this nigga cool? I know. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me refresh my screen. Cause my screen don't froze. Let me do it. Let me see what's up. Let me go ahead and refresh my screen. Yeah, nigga, tell me don't pick on them. Pick on me. Yeah, go ahead and reload. All right, I'm back. Hold on, let me make sure we got the audio. All right, we cool. We back. Oh yeah, nigga talking. Yeah, don't pick on them. Don't pick on them. Pick on me. Then when a nigga pick on you. Yeah, dog. I ain't man. They don't mention me. Don't mention me. I didn't ask for no mentions. Why you mentioning me? You see what I'm saying? Why are you mentioning me? Schoolo, why you mentioning me, dog? I ain't called your name. Stop mentioning me. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Nigga talking about something, stop, don't mention me. Then when he talking about the Hispanic fighters, he go to cooning and buck dancing for butter biscuits. Him and his play big brother.
Toby be good nigga for massa. Good nigga. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good field hand, boss. Good field hand, massa.
That's all right, Toby. That's all right. You be a good field hand and you can stay here.
Toby stay. Toby stay. Toby be good now. Toby be real good.
Oh, Miss Hillary. Oh, so good to see you, Miss Hillary. I love you, Miss Hillary. Welcome to TV1. Oh, Lord. I dance with Master. I dance with Master. I dance with Master.
Boy, niggas be cooning and buck dancing for butter biscuits. Them, you got some YouTube channels like that too. Boy, they be shitting on it. Listen, they look like me, right? Their shit on the motherfucker look like me. But when it comes to them Hispanic fighters, again, and this ain't no Hispanic fighters. I'm just showing. I'm calling out the coons and the sellouts of our community. When they get up, they go to buck dancing, butter biscuits, cooning, ham boning, chicken Georgian, samboing. Festa, you see what I'm saying? Scratching where they don't itch. That's what they be doing.
True.
Nigga won't smoke. Nigga call you out. You see what I'm saying? Then you go to ducking. You go listen. You know what they do? I'm tell you what they do. They go to talking like Mama Hofield, talking about some they hypnotize a nigga and all that shit there. Talking about you catching bullets with your teeth and all that shit. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop these phone lines because any nigga. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Coach Malachi. I stand on anything I say. I ain't trying to fit in no niggas camp. I ain't trying to fit in no niggas group. I'm telling you, I'm my own man. I say what the fuck I want to say, when I want to say it, how I want to say it. It's as simple as that. I don't give a fuck about your favorite YouTube channel. I don't give a fuck about who clicking up with who. None of that shit. We a one-man show. We team for the other side. The only thing I care about is True Media Podcast. TMP, the TMP family. The people who watch my shit, they're part of the family. The people who in the chat, they're part of my family. That's all I care about. I got a box of criteria and we have commandments. All the other shit I care nothing about.
True.
Shout out to the Puerto Ricans.
I felt like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican.
All right, guys, now let's do this here now. The young lady said that Coach Dorsett, which is Keyshawn Davis's trainer, she said that look, he's slow. She said he's slow. She said he's remedial. You know what I mean? She said remedial to the 10th power. That's what she said. I didn't say it. The sister from Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, said that there. So I didn't know what the word remedial meant. I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't. Matter of fact, hold on. I'll do this here. I didn't really know. You know what I mean? For all of those who may be slow. And I'm not one of the slow ones, but for all of those who may be slow, who may not understand a big word such as remedial, a big word like that, there's such a remedial. So let me explain to y'all. When I was going to school, we had something that we used to call the boom boom class. Do y'all know what the boom boom class is? The boom boom class is where all the slow kids went at. It's the remedial. It's SLD, slow learning disability, right? So, you know, some people they can't process information as fast. So this is what she's saying. She's saying he processes information, but he processes it at a slower rate. Meaning by the time people figure out what's going on, he'll get it, but he get it like 2-3 weeks later, maybe even a month later. Maybe he won't get it at all. That's what she's saying. So let's look up the definition of what remedial is. Shout out to Charles Williamson.
Okay.
For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy. He said Dorsett said there will be many more big opportunities for Keyshawn. Against who? He said it would be many more opportunities for Keyshawn. Against who? He said he's not a big draw. He's not even the king of the undercard. He also said this was supposed to be a big money fight. Bro, listen. Listen. When since $3 million haven't been a big money fight? Last time I checked, $3 million is a lot of money. Listen, you are $900,000, $1 million fighter. The most money you've ever been paid was $1 million. Top rank said, I tell you what, baby boy, we gonna give you $3 million. You ain't even gotta count your fingers. Not fingers, fingers. Fingers. You ain't gotta count your fingers. We gonna give you $3 million. He probably was listening to this nigga. Man, you know what, dog? What's that? Yo, man, you see what I'm saying? Like, see, they think us North Virginia niggas is country and Bama's. That we don't know what's going on. Now, I'm gonna tell you something now. You a superstar. Everybody know you a superstar. You hang out with your cool. Bud Crawford gave you the stamp of approval. Andre Ward gave you stamp of approval. Let's see. You got how many Twitter followers you got? You on Twitter? You got some Twitter followers. Instagram. You got DB3. You got DB3. We doing it. DB3. You doing that? You see what I'm saying? That shit got to be worth about 4, 5, at least 6 million right there. True. Boy, these niggas special. Shout out to DT.
Okay.
For dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
They were slow.
Time's over, boy.
Hey, he said, Coach, he would do it Tank the same way, calling them out. But who's to say that he would have fought Tank? He said might have been a player as well. Yeah, I mean, DT, I don't even know, bro. These niggas, these some hell of a niggas. These some hell of a niggas, boy. These some hell of a fighters in America today, bro.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
That bum time, these some hell of a niggas. Bum time, like these dudes want to go straight to the. Yeah, I'm supposed to get paid this. I'm supposed to get paid that. And my question is based on what? All right, so let's look this up before I drop these phone lines. Let's look this up because I got some things that I wanted to talk about. For those who don't know what remedial means, this is remedial. Remedial, according to Google, and again, you ain't got to believe me. Believe my good friend Google.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
According to Google, remedial is, I'm going to make sure y'all can see it. Remedial is, according to Google, when applied to a person, remedial describes someone who needs extra help to learn basic skills. It usually applies to students who struggle with subjects like reading or math and need special classes to catch up. What is the core meaning of remedial? Now, again, this young lady, what the sister name? Shout out to her. This sister, this beautiful lady right here, this sister name is Keyshawn Davis. Keisha Davis. No, she said Keyshawn Davis, coach of the problem. No, this sister name is Jada the Boxer. She's from Norfolk, Virginia. Okay? All right, so I'm just breaking it down. Now, we got somebody from Virginia who breaking it down like it's supposed to be break. So she said, what is the core meaning of remedial? Extra learning help. Describing a student or a trainer who takes basic classes to fix the gaps in their knowledge, right? Corrective action. This is remedial. Describing a physical therapy or mental therapy, meant to heal or fix. Need to stop. Oh, these niggas gonna kill me. Niggas gonna kill me, dog. These niggas gonna be like, I swear to God, dog, when I see that nigga, dog, that nigga, boy, that nigga rotisserizing us, dog. Nigga, this is a rotisserie session right here. Again, I just take the words that other people say and what you say out of your mouth, and I spoon feed it right back to you. It's real simple what I do. It really don't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It's just what I'm good at. I've been doing this shit since 1979. I swear to God, 1979. You ain't got to believe me, Google.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
And I never ran off on a plug but 2 times.
Ran off on the plug twice.
Yeah, we don't believe that shit.
What he says we don't believe.
No, sir.
I say what I say, and I deliver it.
You know what? Some people say I'm wrong.
That's wrong, that's it. That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
I'm going to call Al.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman.
Some people say I talk too much.
Shut up! Before I bust a cap up in your ass.
But them niggas who hate, they wish they can work it the way I do.
You wish you could work it the way I do.
Niggas is a bunch of Otises. Ain't nobody coming to see you.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
I swear to God.
True.
I digress. Let's get back. Now, let's go over here. Deflection. I saw, let me give y'all an example of what deflection is. Deflection is when you talking to a nigga, you ask a nigga a question, and he go to bring somebody else up. Again, perfect example. I got a chance to see an interview with a light-skinned nigga with dimples from Jersey. He was on somebody's platform doing an interview, and
To this day.
they asked him a question about, yeah, man, what happened? What happened to Oshaki Foster? You said you were gonna fight Oshaki, and then you went and did something else. So they say they can't take your word for it or whatever. What you got to say about that? But what about Boots? What about Boots? You said that you were gonna fight Boots. What about Boots? Well, y'all gonna go up there and fight him, okay? So that's deflection. The nigga deflected when you ask them a direct question and they don't answer the question, they deflect to something else. You know what I mean? That's deflected. Bill Haney be doing that too. Bill Haney do that a lot. He good at that. But I'm just throwing that out there. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I just want to break that down for y'all, for those who are, may not be as, may want to understand what that means. So the definition of deflection. Deflection means changing direction, shifting the blame, or bending under a load. Key forms include psychological defense, physical movement, or structural bending. Now, let's look at it in a conversational. Psychological and conversational deflection. Blame shifting, moving the focus of the argument to another person's past mistake. Dodging questions, avoiding a direct question, or avoiding a direct answer by joking, changing the subject, or making excuses. Does that sound like these niggas in American boxing today? Self-protection, meaning the witness protection program, acting as a defense mechanism to hide shame. I'm ashamed of that dump. To hide guilt. I feel guilty. Or fear of accountability. Let's look up that word accountability, because we know niggas hate accountability. What is the definition of the word accountability? I have it right here. According to Google, accountability means owning your actions, decisions, and results. A lack of accountability means blaming others, making excuses, and avoiding ownership when things go wrong. My nigga, you are the reason why you are in this position that you're in right now. It's not Devin Haney's fault. It's not Bill Haney's fault. It's not Top Rank's fault. It's not Jay Prince's fault. It's not Coach Malachi's fault. It's not your mama's fault, your daddy's fault, your sister, your brother, nobody's fault. It's your fault. You made the decision to do this shit, probably listening to El Fulio that's in your corner. You got some goddamn fools in your corner. You see what I'm saying? One nigga slow, you slower than him, and then y'all coming together, running two heads, rubbing 2 brain cells together. Now you take your brain cell and put it with my brain cell, and I'm pretty sure we gonna come up with a good idea. Okay, now let me see. Now, I know I'm remedial, but okay. I made $1 million. That's the most I've been paid. Okay, cool. Sure. They offering to pay me $3 million. Yeah, Brian Newman Jr. got paid $3.5 million. Sir, you are deflecting. Brian Newman Jr. ain't got nothing to do with this. What that you gonna take the money away? Well, I think we can get more money. Top rate like was, Bob Arum talking to her. Let me tell you something, kid. You're not gonna get more money. We looked at the financial metrics. You a $5 ass nigga. You was a $5 ass nigga when I signed you out of the Olympics, and you a $5 ass nigga now. Now, I'm going to tell you something, kid. If you don't take these $3 million, it's going to be the worst business decision of your life. Jay, talk to him. Man, Bob, man, mob ties is, we run deep when it come to boxing. And Bob Arum is a legendary promoter. And sometimes when you campaign hard enough, you get elected. And Keyshawn, you campaigning hard, my brother. I got this good white man that I've been working with for a long time, and through mob ties, we've been able to secure through Shakur you $3 million. I'm advising you to take that $3 million, because I got to get my 30%. 30% come to me. You see what I'm saying? So I need you to do that. No, I ain't signing that. I just thought you told my coach. The remedial one. Yeah, build the ass. I'm looking for Debo. Debo, where you at, Debo? Don't call out the Hispanic fighters. Don't pick on the Hispanic fighters. Pick on me. That's what you said, my nigga. True. That's what he said. True. So you gotta be held accountable. I am a firm believer in accountability. I come from the generation of X. I'm a Gen Xer. I was taught accountability. When I do something right, I'm held accountable. When I do something wrong, I'm held accountable. There's nobody's fault but me. I gotta accept the blame for when it go right and when it go wrong. You niggas don't like accountability. That's the problem. Accountability is a dumb nigga's kryptonite. Gotta throw that out there. Let's look up the word before I drop the phone lines. What does accountability mean? Let's look that up. The definition of accountability means this. Accountability means owning your actions, decisions, and results. A lack of accountability means blaming others, making excuses, and avoiding ownership when things go wrong. Accountability builds trust and high performance, while lack of accountability causes chaos, finger pointing, and low morale. It ain't my fault. It's his fault. Devin Haney should give me some of his money. You see what I'm saying? Devin Haney, in order for me to take the deal, if he really want this fight, when he get his paycheck, he need to give me a percentage of his paycheck to cover whatever else expenses and money that I want to make. That's what he need to do. That's what this nigga slow, dumb ass trainer said on Mill City. I swear to God. True. I swear to God. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Anyways, let's go to my favorite word, one of my favorite words. Let's go to my other word that I love so much. This word is called confirmation bias. What is confirmation bias, coach? Confirmation bias is the human tendency to search for, favor, and remember information that matches your pre-existing beliefs while ignoring or rejecting evidence that does not. It is a mental habit that affects how people process information. Let's give an example of how it works. How does it work? Seeking out facts, looking only at news or sources that agree with what you already think. Interpreting clues, viewing neutral or unclear facts as proof that you're right. Remembering selectively, only recalling details that support your point of view while forgetting opposing facts. And why do they do that? Because they want to protect their ego. Why do they protect their ego? Because it feels good to be right and uncomfortable when you find out that you are wrong. Mental shortcuts. The brain uses fast ways to process a lot of data every day. So this is what's going on here. No accountability, still. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. And we finna drop this shit like it's hot. Where is, here we go.
You wanna talk some shit?
Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Coach Malachi here, man. The hotline is open. Coach Malachi is here. I answer all calls. If I have someone on the phone and you call in, I'm not going to end that call while that person is on. You have 3 minutes to state your case, say what you got to say, because I want to allow people to call in if you want to call. You see what I'm saying? Phone lines are strolling at the bottom of the screen. Phone lines are strolling at the bottom of the screen. Let's get it. We got our first call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Mayo from the Shy.
Mayo, talk to me.
What's going on, Coach? Now, Coach, I'll be around to free smoke panels. I love the smoke, man. I love it. I love it all day. And I just want to say, how you cooking this duck right now, man? You put your foot in it, you put your knuckles in it, your elbow in it. I'm satisfied with how you cooking this duck right now. People been touching on it, but nobody really been cooking it the way you cooking. And I just want to give my condolences to the chef. This shit is fucking delicious. I ain't sure the season. It's just the seasonings you put on this shit, brother. It's the seasonings. I was tasting it, right? Like, what the fuck is this paprika? Nigga, this is nutmeg. You got some nutmeg on the duck, nigga. What the fuck is this? This shit right here is fucking delicious. I had seconds. I'm gonna take a to-go plate. I'm gonna tip. I'm gonna give your ass a 5-star review on you prepared this duck right now. You're sunning the boy. He my son. You're sunning this nigga right now, man. And he deserves it. He deserves it. He's been wasting everybody's time. Like ducks like this, they need to be cooked. This duck was sitting in the fridge. We thawed it out 2 days ago. It's been sitting in the fridge. Another day it was gonna go bad. You got here right on time to cook this duck. I want to thank you. My condolences to the chef. Shout out to True Media Podcast. Keep your foot on these boys' neck, Coach.
Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Mayo from the Shot. Shot-Town, Chicago, stand up. Look. Let me tell y'all something. If Devin Haney would have did that, if Devin Haney would have dropped, because I made a plea to him. I said, if Devin Haney would have dropped that belt, and let's say he wouldn't have got that Shakur fight, because I don't think he would have got that fight anyways, because Shakur Stevenson admitted on camera after lying, saying that he did not sign a contract saying that he will fight Devin Haney next. There's no contract. That doesn't exist. He said he agreed to it. Well, your word don't mean shit. I said, you drop that belt, they're going to call you a duck. They're going to say you were scared of Keyshawn, you duck. That's what they're going to say. You better not drop that motherfucking belt. Since Keyshawn is campaigning, elect him. Caller, hold on. Keyshawn campaign, he was all in the ocean, talking about where Debo. He was at LA, talking about where Debo. He was running down on Bloods. He was running down on Crips, GDs. He was running down on all that there, right? Zopound, all that there. The Mexican Mafia, he was running down on all that looking for Debo. And then Debo Hill, he like, what's up? Then you pull out the fight, and then you want to hide behind, yeah, man, I wanted more money. What nigga, you was a $5 ass nigga. No. You're going to get this work. You're going to get this work today. You and your whole crew. Caller, what's your name when you call it from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, Keyshawn, he's a dumbass, man. He let Womack to this guy. Listen, bro, I heard this guy talking in some other show. I think it was Job Queen Boxing. He was in there. And Coach, they're asking this dude direct questions, man. He was all over the place. He's not very smart, bro. All he did was deflect, man. They asked him, the final direct question that I heard, Coach, they asked him this. If Keyshawn comes back and doesn't get a $3 million paycheck, is he also going to turn that fight down? He had nothing to say, bro. He went on to talking about boobs. And after that, he was gone, bro. So, again, man.
So he deflected.
Dumb, man.
So he deflected. He was
deflecting.
Bro.
Yeah, straight up. He was gone, bro. I'm like, bro. But hey, whatever. That's on Keyshawn. But Coach, let me say this real quick, man. The biggest duck I ever seen, Riddick Bowe, when he dropped that belt in the trash. This one right here, that's even bigger. Because I remember clearly, Riddick Bowe didn't do all that. He just dropped the belt.
Yeah, he dropped the belt and fought. He dropped the belt and fought Evander. He dropped the belt and fought Evander Holyfield for the money for Yeah. To the trial. Was that the trilogy? No, it was the rematch.
I think it was the rematch.
Second fight, maybe. It was the second fight. Yeah, it was the second fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Coach, these motherfuckers, bro, these motherfuckers, they'll say and do anything to not fight. They're still, bro. You were talking about the older generation, like you and I and stuff, you know? And, bro, we don't feel the same way, man. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is watered down, bro. And these guys, they're all divas. But, I'll frank, I believe they should put Coach Davis on the show. And rightfully so, for wasting their time and everybody. You know, Doug Davis, man, he needs to understand he made the wrong decision again, and there are consequences with your actions. You know, he just fucked up his destiny and legacy, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna make it harder. I mean, what he's doing right now with his career is suicide. You know, listen. First, he tested positive for marijuana. I remember that. You know, also missed weight, lost the title, attacked Oakland in the locker room, bro. And now he pulled this crap. Man, Top Rank's been around. Listen, Top Rank's been around a long time, Coach. I've seen them do this before.
Yeah.
They don't play, you know? And you know, and the real life, Coach, seriously, man, this is what he does for a living. How many chances do you need in life? You know? Seriously. So, this generation's whack, man. I keep saying it. And it's simple, Coach. When they don't want to fight, they outprice themselves. You know what I'm saying? They ask for an amount they know they're not going to get. And that's the way out. Because Top very clearly put the money up. They wanted to fight. It's an excellent fight. So, again, I hope Top Rank stops, backing this guy. And, you know, he's unreliable and he's difficult to deal with. So, the businessman went from $3 million to 2.1 to 0. This guy's a dummy, bro. And so is his coach. So they made for each other, you know? So, listen, I wish him luck for real, but he's not going to get the money he wants on his next fight. Let's see if he's real and he turns down the next fight. Fuck him. I'm out, Coach. Peace.
Salute, fam. Shout out to Jamie. Bro, you know how I know this nigga slow. I'm gonna tell you how I know this nigga slow. Because he hit me. He said on my show that, well, you know what now? Do you know what the new duck is? What the new duck is? The new duck is when somebody submit unrealistic contracts. When they would submit unrealistic contracts that they know you ain't gonna die, then you know that's the new duck. So he tried to get ahead of the story because he knew Keyshawn was gonna duck. He tried to get ahead of it, jump on my show and say, yeah, what we got to do now, that's the new duck because they didn't offer us a real offer. Carla, hold on. Fool. The Haney's didn't offer you a motherfucking thing. You were negotiating with Top Rank. How you gonna blame the Haney's? You just call a spade a spade. How you gonna blame the Haney's? Well, yeah, man, they gave us an unrealistic offer when the Haney's didn't offer you a motherfucking thing. Your promoter did. So they ducked you through your promoter, Top Rank? Yep, what they did now was they got in contact with Top Rank and they told Top Rank to don't give us no big money. So they offered you $3 million. Yeah, but see, that peanuts. Well, how much you made the last fight? See, that ain't the point. Brian Newman Jr. made, and then you ask him how much they made the last fight, and then he deflect and jump to something else. Brian Newman Jr. made such and such. And Boots, and Boots made this. And Hog Head Cheese made that. And Pork Chop Willie made such and such. And I'm like, sir, what does Pork Chop Willie, Boots, Hog Head Cheese, and all these other people got to do with how much? The question that I asked you, how much did your fighter make his last fight? Well, I don't know nothing about the business. Then why the fuck you on here talking to me about the business, nigga? If you don't know nothing about the business, why the fuck you talking to me about something you know nothing about? Make it make sense. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on with you? This is Cannon. I'm calling from PG County, from Maryland.
Cannon from PG County. Talk to me.
All right. Hey, everything you said about Coach Dorsett is accurate, man. It's funny. I said the same comment on the Mill City Boxer interview that he had. I said, I could tell that you haven't been in the room when these discussions have been happening, the way you talking. I mean, Keyshawn just been whooping and hollering about, wanting to fight Devin Haney. The time has came, and he ducked it. It's a chain.
Bro, you know the crazy part about it? This trainer came out of nowhere. Ain't nobody never seen a nigga before in his life outside of them. He came out of nowhere. And I said, you know what? I think he want to be famous because he all in the videos, going everywhere, want to do interviews.
You know who he look like?
Oh.
Yo, that nigga look like Project Pat, man.
Oh, talking about Project Pat? Bald head, scallywag. Ain't got no hair in bag. Jail dog, weed dog.
That's what I thought it was. I said,
chicken.
Chicken
head. Chicken. I do that.
Oh, man. Hey. Yeah, that nigga slow, man. I'm telling you, something ain't right with that boy, man. Oh, man. Hey, he was like, hey, tell me why the dude was like, hey, man, I can tell you never been in a ring. If I talk like him, you goddamn right I ain't gonna be in that ring. If you a perfect example of that shit, I would never be in the motherfucking ring. You goddamn right.
Salute, Phil. Hey, salute, man. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Kenny, man. PG County said that.
No problem.
Yeah, man. Hey, look here, man. Phone lines open, man. Y'all gotta wait. Phone lines open, man. Coach Malachi's here. We gonna rock out to about 6:30. I ain't shutting it down until about another 6:30. So I'm gonna be here. We ain't ducking nothing. No smoke, no nothing. I don't give a flying fuck. Coach Malachi is here. I'm standing on business. I ain't, you know what I mean? Phone lines over 530-494-9636. We don't want no buck dancing, chicken Georgian, or cooning. You want to be a good nigga? You want to be a good nigga for Massa? You going to be a good nigga for Massa? I got something for you.
Toby be good nigga for Massa. Good nigga. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good field hand, boss. Good field hand, Massa.
That's all right, Toby. That's all right. You be a good field hand and you can stay here.
Toby stay. Toby stay. Toby be good now. Toby be real good.
Oh, Miss Hillary. Oh, so good to see you, Miss Hillary. I love you, Miss Hillary. Welcome to TV1. Oh, Lord. I dance with Massa. I dance with Massa. I dance with Massa. I dance with Massa. with Massa.
Let's see. We got, hey, man, shout out to Miss Parker.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. The phone lines is hot right now. Let me see. We got another call calling in. I'm answering all calls. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Yes, I'm from New York. Anthony. How you doing?
Anthony from New York. Talk to me.
Yes, I was just wondering because it was funny and ironic how Shakur got on, as soon as it happened, he got right on the website. And then he started saying, well, that's my brother. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Instead of being a real brother, you shouldn't even have said that. That kind of made it look even bad to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. You gotta do better than that to be a brother.
What you got to do now? Hold on, and tell you now. Now you know what we got to do now. Hold on now. You know what he trying to run interference right now. He ain't got nothing to do with it. Well, nigga, you the one set the match up. You was matchmaking the whole time. Yeah. We got all these videos. Yeah, fight my brother Keyshawn.
Keyshawn trying to make it about you.
Now you ain't got nothing to do with it. He is old man. I'm like, damn, it's ironic how he just flipped like that.
Exactly. I wonder how Keyshawn feel about that.
That's crazy. Oh, well, he little bro. He little bro. So, and guess what? This is the thing, right? Because I've been hearing rumors. And again, this is no shade. This is no shade. But I just been hearing that. I've been hearing that they're not the brightest light bulb in the kitchen. And then the boy from Newark, New Jersey. New Jersey. Shakur, he from Jersey, so he might be a little bit faster mentally than them boys over there. So he kind of like running circles around and putting them under his wing and got all these niggas. He got all these niggas being up under him. They got the Shavengers, and he got all these little brothers, and he little broing everybody. You know what I mean? He big broing everybody, and they doing what he tell them to do. But it is what it is. Shout out to Ant, man. New York, stand up.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, Yep. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
From DC.
What your name is?
Charles from DC.
Charles from DC, talk to me.
It's good, Coach, man. Hey, I have no problem with you going off on Keyshawn. He's a duck, all that. It looks like a duck, quack like a duck, talk like a duck. But I just have a thing with you calling the coach for, the R word, man. Like, it ain't right, man. It ain't right. It's one thing if we know the dude's not for sure, that, and we call it like Rolly. Everybody know Rolly not slow for real, but I think it's like low hanging fruit. I think it's like low hanging fruit, man. Like
I think this is where you're wrong at, brother. I never called the brother remedial. The girl from Norfolk, Virginia, she said he was remedial. I was just repeating what she said.
Yeah,
I say she said he remedial.
I know, but I
just
feel like your platform is too big to be, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like you talking to 7 people in the room. Like, you have a big platform, man. I just feel like that's low hanging fruit. That's beneath us. Like, if we all blessed enough and have our faculties above us, we shouldn't be pointing at the low hanging fruit on the ground or laughing at it. You know what I'm saying? That shit might get back to him, or his family.
Hey man, well listen. Well, you know what, brother, your opinion well taken. I totally disagree with it, but I do appreciate you calling, voicing.
I have nothing but respect for you and your show, Coach. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, and you entitled to your opinion. But back to what I was saying, the brother, it was a sister. She said he was remedial. She said she know him personally. People in Virginia know him. So that's what she said. So I think the issue should be need to go back to his hometown where he's from and talk to those people in that city who look at him that way, because I was just on the show, and that's why I showed the receipts. Coach Malachi ain't calling him remedial. I don't know the nigga. The sister who know him called him remedial, and I'm just showing everybody what the definition of remedial is. Some of these dudes do act like they kind of slow. They do act like that because it's like 1 + 1 ain't equaling 2 to these guys. And they, remember, he popped out on the scene. Don't nobody know who he is, but he popped out on the scene and he doing interviews everywhere. So when you open yourself up, and you go to running that mouth, people gonna look at it and see what you're saying. And if what you're saying don't line up with your actions, people gonna come back and clap back. So that's all this is. I'm just clapping back, but I'm using receipts, facts from someone who is from Norfolk, Virginia.
You gonna catch bullets. Yeah, you gonna catch bullets when you on the front line for your mans. I understand that. Yeah. But if it's like, I just feel like if it's really a hint of it, because I be looking at him and face between his eyes. None of that shit. If it's a hint that shit could be true, I just don't want him, be laughing at it in a room face full of 500 people and shit. Like, I ain't with that. I rock your show every day, Coach. I rock with you every day. But,
hey, brother, listen. Well, if you watch my show every day, you know how I get down. So,
I know.
How I get down.
I feel like this is beneath you.
Yeah, no, brother, listen, ain't nothing beneath me. Hey, listen, bro, you think too highly of me. If you've been watching my show, you think too highly of me. They think that anything is beneath me. Brother, I'm telling you, bro, you think too highly of me, bro. You do.
But man, I appreciate you though, Coach, man.
Salute, fam.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you think too highly of me, fam. Okay, shit. Hey, yeah, bro. Listen, don't put nothing past me. Shout out to what you say, fam? He say stall him out. Keyshawn, a mental health monster. Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Chico.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a damn dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did he say? He say Chico dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, Coach, Key said it's currency over legacy, but the passes on career high currency. Yeah, he said, like I said before, one fighter got a dad, the other one got mob ties. Well, the thing is, Jay Prince told him. Jay Prince was like, look, man, Jay Prince advised him to take the $3 million. He didn't take it. Caller, hold on. Shout out to Dr. Paul for being a member for 47 months. He say 4 years coming up. TMP family. Yes, sir. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
H-Town T from H-Town, Coach.
H-Town T, talk to me, brother.
I totally disagree with the last caller. That's bullshit. We not trying to hit it. When you go on these campaign runs, talking all this, as Coach called it, flip-flap, walking around here saying, he's not going to do this, he going to do that. He rocking with this, rocking with that. Only to turn around and do that bullshit, they acting remedial. They acting, would you rather say, dumb than a bitch? Stupid than a motherfucker? It's all the same, bro. They all acting stupid. They all acting dumb from that side. And Keyshawn just wrecked his whole career, man. Everything I said last week about the nigga, I take it back. Nigga lame. He bitch made all this wolfing, only to turn around and go hide. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. And I blame Keyshawn. I blame Shakur. This Shakur's fault. All this shit is Shakur's fault. Shakur made the man do this shit only to go up and have nothing happen. This is all Shakur. Shakur ruined this man's career because he was scared to fight Keyshawn. Ain't that a bitch? Come on, man. But no, Coach, I ain't gonna take up the line. I just didn't agree with the man from Florida. That shit sound like bullshit.
No, he from DC. I know the brother.
DC.
Yeah, he from DC. I do get what the brother's saying. The brother say he think highly of me and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, damn, fam, you think more of me than I think of myself. Because, brother,
I think highly of you too, Coach. But one thing I know, like you just said, ain't nothing beneath you, nigga. I've been watching you for 3 going on 4 years. Nothing's beneath you. Nothing. And I agree with everything you said. That's my call. Salute to the chat, man.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. I just want to let everybody know. Dog. Yeah, you know, ain't nothing beneath me. Ain't nothing. Yeah, dog, cool, man. You got to take the high road. Dog, I'm too short to take the high road. I ain't the 5'6". I'm a little nigga. I'm 5'6", 172 pounds. You know what I mean? 13% body fat. And I work out all the time. You know, dog, I'm telling you, dog, like, do not put that past me. Dog, I'm telling you, my nigga, I've been doing this shit. When I say I've been doing this shit since 79, I'm dead ass serious. I'm talking about since Head Start. Head Start. I went to Carver Head Start Elementary, right down Willow, right down the street from First Baptist Church in West Tampa. Then I went to Just Elementary. You see what I'm saying? I went there, right kindergarten. When I graduated from kindergarten, they bust us out. I didn't go to Booker T. They bust us out to Town and Country. I ended up going to a school, elementary school called Town and Country. Went out to Town and Country. Then left Town and Country. Then I went to you know what I mean? I went to Orange Grove. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Went around, went to Van Buren, went to Hillsborough High School. You know, we're going in and out of jail. Then I had to, get my GED so I can graduate on time. I got a strong GED. Hold on. GED is good. It's a strong GED. Strong GED. It's good. I'm telling you. Strong. At the streets. I got on the street. I ain't get in the county jail. So telling you, bro, like, I've been doing this shit a long time. This is what I do. Time to tell you, bro, I'm good at this shit. See what I'm saying? And so, I did it to Virgil, the Boots, whoever. It don't matter. I did it to Devin too. Everybody got it. So this is a reality of the situation. When a nigga go to selling on whoop tickets and you campaign so hard, and I believed in you. This is the thing, right? I'm a fan of Keyshawn Davis as a fighter. I had a lot of respect for him. You campaign, you was on the campaign trail, my heart, my nigga. You in the ocean, you in LA, you talking to Bloods, you talking to Crips, you talking to everybody, you talking to, don't be picking on the Hispanics. I don't know if you was cooning for them, because you trying to get that Hispanic love. They don't give a fuck about your black ass. I can tell you that shit right now. I don't know if you was cooning for the Hispanics or whatever. Yeah, don't pick on them, pick on me. Then when a nigga pick on you, you go to holler about, the money wasn't right. You sending other niggas to talk for you now. Shakur talking for you. Your trainer talking for you. This nigga talking for you. That nigga talking for you. The other nigga talking for you. You got 5 motherfuckers defending you. It was Carissa Shields, Darrell, Shakur, and your coach. But I spoke to the people at Top Rank. I ain't gonna say no names. And I spoke to some other people as well. Boy, your ass might be on the shelf. Boy, your ass might be out of gas for real though. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, what it do, Coach? It's Wookie Woo calling from Mass, man.
Wookie Woo, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach, it's a good cookie you got going on today, goddamn. Good cookie you got going on today. Man, I think the verdict is in, man. I think we all in agreement that the coach slow, Keyshawn slow, and all that. I think the verdict.
Go ahead, brother. Sorry about that.
And we should have had known the moment that nigga started doing the same thing Brian Norman was doing and going on there talking about, he don't move his head, don't get his head out the line. We should have known right then and there. Because if I see a nigga get his ass whooped right in front of my face, I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different than what the last nigga did. So we should have stopped shit like this coming from a mile away, Coach. I mean, that's really all I got on the man. I think the verdict ends. I don't think niggas can get away from this one, and that's really it, Coach. shit.
Shout out to
Verdict is
Wookie
in.
Whoop, man. Salute,
Nigga,
brother.
slow.
Yes, sir. Now again, I don't know if the brother's slow or not. I can only refer to the sister that's from Norfolk, Virginia. Who is this sister? This beautiful young lady right here. Beautiful young lady right here. This young lady right here. Let's hear it one more time.
God will break you down to build you back up, and you learn so many lessons. You learn that less is more.
This young lady name is Jada the Boxer from Norfolk, Virginia.
Listen, I told y'all time and time again, I've warned Keyshawn about this. When it comes to Dorset Barnwell, I want you to think, I'm trying to be nice. I look, I want y'all to think remedial, okay, to the 10th power. Everybody back at home know he's slow, okay? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm so serious right now. I want you to think of Bruh Man to the 5th power. Bruh Man from the show, Martin. The 5th flow. I want you to think that when it comes to Dorset. Everything that he says, take it with a grain of salt. Please, please.
Think you're something. You want to smoke with them old boy Rick James?
Like, how y'all mad at me? I ain't see it. Shit, you gonna take that up with Virginia. That's in-house. That's in-house. That ain't got nothing to do with me, fam. That's between y'all. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just, you know what I mean? Shit, that's in-house. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Corey from Texas.
Corey, talk to me.
Hey, Coach. You know, this is something I want all these young dumbass fighters to understand. You know, Floyd Mayweather took 30% of the purse to fight Oscar De La Hoya. And then from there, he went to the top. All these young dumbasses want this Mayweather money, but they don't know shit about Pretty Boy Floyd, and they don't know what it takes to get there. It took damn near 20 years to get there. Floyd Mayweather took 30% of a purse. That's all I got for today, Coach. And that's what they don't understand.
But listen, we can't even use Floyd Mayweather. Like, these niggas ain't even done the shit that Floyd did. Like, they using these strong man arguments. Like, yeah, man, well, Floyd took this and Brian Newman got paid that. Why are you deflecting, pocket watching what Brian Newman got paid? Sir, those are two different circumstances. One, Brian Norman was the champ at welterweight. He had multiple fights at welterweight. He worked his way up to become the champion. He was sleeping mofos, knocking mofos out, putting them in comas, and Devin Haney was the challenger. So even though Devin Haney got paid more money, but that money came from Turkey al-Sheikh. So the money that Brian Newman got paid, that got paid. You, on the other hand, you ain't never been a champion at 140. You ain't never fought. You ain't never had one fight at 147, and you ain't got but 15 fights. What nigga you know got 15 fights gonna get paid $5 and $6 million motherfucking dollars? Name them.
Right, and this the thing. They all say they want to follow Floyd's blueprint. Follow that and take the 30% blueprint. The man took 30% at one point in time. So what makes you think you above that?
No.
Everybody, you're my favorite story you tell on the show all the time, Coach, is when whatever his name went to Iowa and whooped his ass for James Toney. James Toney. Whooped him for whatever.
Yeah, you're talking about the Michael Dunn, yep.
Yeah, all the great ones took that bullshit purse because they knew they was better. So it's a damn mess, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, these niggas don't want to. See, this is the problem. The problem is this. You have Hall of Famers or fighters who getting ready to go to the Hall of Fame. They stamping these niggas. Yeah, this here, he the one. He the one. He the one. And they going around believing that shit. I'm a superstar. Okay, put it this way. Whoo. Boy, these niggas here, boy. See, I represent the reality check. The only checks I'm writing, guess what? I write checks for a living. You know what checks I write? I write reality checks. I write reality checks. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Drew out here in LA.
Drew, talk to me.
Coach, I'm dying, Coach. You underselling that video. Coach, she said remedial to the 10th power. That's times 10.
Yeah, she did say that. Yeah, she did say that. Yeah.
Coach, and to the caller, man, you got to play the AB clip after I hang up. To the caller said that's low-hanging fruit for you. Does he not know you a Capricorn court, Coach? Yeah. That when they go low, you start digging ditches?
Digging ditches. I got that from Karma Serene. Karma Serene gave me that.
Coach, you single-handedly destroyed the LDBC when you came here. Nothing is low-hanging fruit to you. It's right at eye level for you. You a short guy.
Yeah. I'm a little nigga, so yeah, you're right.
He said remedial times 10. And he got 2 last names, Dorset Barnley. He ain't got a first name. He got 2 last names.
Well, again, I mean, that's what the sister said. She said he's slow. I mean, I don't know personally, but she's from Virginia. She know these people. She have a personal relationship with them, so she would know more about the situation than I do. And she also said that she said everybody in this city know that he's slow. That's what she said. So I don't look at
over
it.
Here, we're gonna be on.
Go ahead.
Coach. And over here at this channel, we're gonna be on code. We're gonna believe black women. That's what she said. But Coach, like they giving you too much material, Coach. Like who'd have thought this was for boxing would be in America, where dudes is running to purse bids and then they pulling out like they campaigning to get elected, Coach, and then they know where to be found.
They campaign to get elected, and then when they get elected, they you know what, dog?
Did I lose you?
I hold on. Sorry about that, Drew. That's me. Can you hear me? Dang, my bad. Hey, Drew, call back, fam. I had you on mute on accident. My bad. Let's give Drew a round of applause. That was my fault. That was my fault. I had the brother on mute. Didn't even realize it. Shout out to Mr. T.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, if you are competent enough to lie and hurl insults, then you're a fair game. He said, Bubba Gump Dorset jumped in the field. Now it's time to get active. And another thing too, Dorset, he said that, for some reason he kept talking about Brian Norman. It was something about Brian Norman Jr. He kept talking about him. Well, Brian Norman Jr. wasn't that good, and everybody knew that Brian Norman was gonna lose the doggone Devin Haney. Everybody knew that. I say, no, not really. I say Brian Norman had a lot of people thinking he was gonna beat Devin Haney. Brian Norman ain't. He was just trying to tear him down and say he wasn't this and that, and that's fine. He has the right to do that. But this is my thing. When you come out, see, this is how this social media shit works. For all of those who knew the social media, for all you coaches and trainers, or for all you who knew the social media, let me show y'all how this works. Because I become a kung fu master at this shit. I know the 5 styles of boxing when it comes to boxing content. When it comes to boxing content, Carla, hold on. I know the 5 styles of boxing, and I got hypnotized when I was 5 years old. So when I come on this show, it ain't Coach Malachi. It's a spirit that jumps inside of me for when I was hypnotized when I was a kid by my Uncle Benny. So this ain't Coach Malachi talking. It's the spirit. When the show is over, then Coach Malachi come back, and I got to look at the end. I got to look at the replay of the show to see exactly what my spirit said. It ain't me. It's the spirit. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, this is Mason from Flint, Michigan. What's going on with you?
Mason, talk to me, brother.
Listen, man. Somebody just called that nigga Bubba Gump Dorset. Whoever said that, that's fucking hilarious. But back to your point, man.
Hey, shout out to Stephanie in the chat. What's going on, sis?
Bubba Gump Dorset. Listen. These niggas, we just gonna call stays over here, man. My man called in talking all that, all that sentimental shit, yeah. Not over here, my nigga. These niggas is dumb. This nigga done turned down $3 million in a fucked up ass economy. Like niggas ain't out here killing for less.
Man, shit,
nigga,
man.
It's hard times out here, cuz.
Hard
times. Nigga just walked away from $3 million. Nigga, that nigga dumb. Ain't no other fucking way to put that shit. That nigga dumb.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Mason, you know the crazy part about it? Whenever he do fight again, because I spoke to them people talking about People talking about putting that boy on the shelf. They done lost money on this nigga. He making them look bad. They making the brand look bad. They think about shelving his ass. They probably gonna put this on the shelf. But my thing is this here. Okay, where you gonna what you gonna get paid your next fight?
Listen, Top Rank got too many. Top Rank got too many level-headed young niggas over there, right? They got Abdullah. Him and his brothers, they moving real militant. They ain't fucking the money up.
Nah.
They got the Vargas kid over there. He clean cut. He the Mexican Sugar Ray Leonard right now. He can't do no wrong.
Mexican Sugar Ray Leonard.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga showing up to the presses in suits and shit. He ain't causing them folks no trouble. And he's selling tickets. I think he's selling tickets. But you know what I'm saying? They gonna put this little retarded nigga in the class by himself and say, all right, nigga, you stay over there. We gonna focus on these other niggas because we just lost our deal with ESPN.
Yeah.
We over here at the zone with these good white folks. Don't get us put out the motherfucking pod.
Man,
and that's what's about to happen.
Hey,
that
you know what?
kid brand is in the fucking toilet.
The Zone mad too. That's what I forgot to say. The people at the Zone is mad.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to them, but
Yeah.
the people I spoke to at Top Rank, they told me the people at the Zone mad too. They're like, man, this motherfucker here, man, it's just too much shit with this dude. Like you're losing, it's just too much shit. And it's like, fam, there's no accountability. No accountability. You got all these people online that's capping for you, and there's no accountability. Nigga, are you ever wrong? Are you ever wrong? Are you ever wrong? Stop hiding behind religion. Stop hiding behind God. Stop hiding behind Hilton Melf. No, nigga, stand on that shit and hold yourself accountable. When you got a bunch of retired fighters and women and other niggas who coming out capping, talking about some dog, well, it really went duck. But if Devin Haney did that, and everybody rip Devin Haney, including myself, but before we found out that Ryan Garcia cheated him, I say, bro, but everybody was ripping Devin Haney. Had Devin Haney did this shit, we would be having a different conversation right now. But when it's Keyshawn Davis, coach, now, what you got to do now? See, that low-hanging fruit, dog, you better than that. No, the fuck I ain't. You better ask somebody about me, boy. I ain't better than that at all. I believe in kicking a nigga when he down.
True. Like they say, that's the best time to kick a nigga. The fuck? Hey, but that's my call, coach. I'm gonna get with you in a minute, my nigga.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can't, man. Y'all talking to me like, dog, what we got to do now. See what we got to do. What we got to do now. 1 + 1 = 2. We trying to get to 3. Now, how we gonna get to 3? Okay, all right. I'll tell you what. Fuck all that. So I did another thing. You can't say in one breath what the money should be. This is how business is conducted. Then when I ask you direct questions, did Keyshawn turn down $3 million? Well, now what we got to do now is nigga explain it. I said, well, damn, fam, I'm asking you direct questions. Yeah, man, Bill Haney be spreading them false narratives. Okay, cool. So Bill Haney, Dan Rayfield, Mike Coppinger, Tim Bradley, Steve Kim, Rick Glazer, Mike Coppinger, Simone, Sean Zytel, and all the other good white folk that's out there, because I only bleed white. All the other good white folks out there, all them spreading false narratives. Only to come to find out, you turned down the $3 million, you pulled out the purse bid. Everything that people said that you were doing behind the scenes, that your trainer came out and said were lies and false narratives, turned out to be true. So you niggas was lying and spreading false narratives the entire time. So when a person like me call you out on that shit, I'm the bad guy. Yeah, dog, you ain't got no business doing that. Yeah, man, you no, man, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck about the access. I ain't trying to be down. I'll call it like it is. It's as simple as that. Everybody gets it. Haney fans don't like Coach Malachi. Boots fans don't like Coach Malachi. Canelo fans don't like Coach Malachi. Virgil Ortiz fans don't like Coach Malachi. Shakur and Keyshawn fans don't like Coach Malachi, and there's a whole lot of other boxing fans don't like Coach Malachi. Carla, hold on. I'm gonna tell all you niggas the same thing I tell everybody else. Get in line, my nigga. Get in line. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
John from ATL.
John, talk to me.
Man, so I got a situation. I was actually the Keyshawn Davis in this situation. Check me out, coach. So I was working at a job straight out of high school. I had a supervisor. He on his way out the door. I'm gonna wrap this shit up quick because I know you got the 3-minute timer. So he was on his way out the door. Now I was always having car issues, getting to work late, like late to meetings, all type of shit. I'm the supervisor.
Yes, sir.
My manager, my supervisor, the one who directly over me, the manager of the store. Now this nigga really don't like me. So my supervisor would be the Jay Prince in the situation. He's like, hey man, I'm gonna negotiate. He on his way out the door. I'm gonna negotiate some shit for you, get you a little bit more on your, a little more bang for your buck before I go out the door. So I'm like, all right, cool. If you can do that for me, that'd be cool. He went, talked to the dude. The dude like, okay, cool. I'll work with it based off the strength of, my supervisor. Now imagine me in that situation. You late every day. You got car issues all the fucking time. You ain't bringing shit to the table at all. But imagine me talking about, what he offered me 20. Tell him I really need 30. Nigga, who the fuck is you? Nigga, you late every fucking day to work already. Yeah. Like, what are you bringing to the table? It's like, it's crazy, man. Keyshawn, he slipping, man. And I'm gonna touch on Shakur real fast.
Yes, sir.
Watch that interview with Andre Ward and Antonio Tarver. I ain't gonna say Andre Ward was like kind of talking like duck talk a little bit, but it was a conversation that came up, and the way he kind of worded it, I was like, oh, Shakur might be, he might be getting some advice from this nigga, because the way he said it, I was like, that's kind of some duck shit.
Talking about Andre Ward?
Yeah, just watch that interview. Just watch that interview with Antonio Tarver. It's a long interview,
but
it's a clip in there somewhere.
I'm gonna watch
it. Yeah, he might be getting his advice from Andre Ward on a few things.
See,
all right, coach.
Salute, Phil. See, this the problem. See, I'm gonna say this in closing. This the problem that I have with you old niggas. When I say old niggas, I'm talking about you old cats who don't retire from the sport and this and that. This the problem I have with y'all. Y'all don't keep it real with these young niggas. What happens is you develop a relationship with them and you go to capping for them. You feel that it's your job because you their campaign manager. Your job is to go out here and try to put out all the fires to make them look good. You can't put this out because ain't none of you niggas stronger than us when it comes to this social media shit. You ain't got to respect the fact that we content creators. You ain't got to respect that. I don't give a fuck. You fight in the ring. Over here, this a whole nother fight. Over here. Y'all be crowning these niggas too soon. They go to believe in that shit. You don't keep it real with them. See, they need somebody like me, but somebody like me would never be around these cats because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm too real for these cats. They want somebody who's going to tell them what they want to hear. I'm not going to do that. Don't tell me these niggas. Matter of fact, superstar, huh? Let's look up the word superstar. Let's look up the word superstar right quick. Here we go. This is the definition of a superstar. A superstar, sorry about that. A superstar is an extremely famous, highly talented, and successful person, especially in entertainment or sports. Key traits include wide public recognition, high pay, and top-tier skill. Core traits: high fame, known by many people all over the world. That automatically scratches off Keyshawn Davis. Great skill, very good at what they do, like acting, singing, or playing a sport. He's good at what he do, but we don't know if he's great yet because he ain't fought nobody on that level for us to know that he's great. Big appeal, loved by fans, and heavily sought after for their work. Based on that definition alone, the nigga ain't no goddamn superstar. And they gave some common examples. What are examples of a superstar? Taylor Swift is a superstar. Jackie Chan is a superstar. Athletes, famous players like LeBron James is a superstar, or Serena Williams is a superstar. Now, look at Serena Williams, look at LeBron James, look at Michael Jackson, who was a supernova. He was a megastar. Look at all those guys like Mike Tyson and all them who've been superstars or global stars, and then look at Keyshawn and compare him to those niggas and tell me, do he fit that definition? Hell no.
True.
So how the fuck? What the fuck? Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Let me tell you something. Boy, if I raise up, it gonna be trouble. Now walk it off.
True.
I just blowed that up.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Ain't none of these young fighters in today's American hype, ain't none of these dudes superstars. Not one of them. There's not one black, Hispanic, or whatever, a superstar in boxing in America today. I'm talking about the young ones, the young folks. I'm saying, and I specifically said American boxing. Nigga, is you on the Forbes list? No. Nigga, every year are you one of the highest paid fighters in boxing? No. Do you have all type of commercial endorsements? No. You ain't got none of that. You ain't on the Forbes list. You not the highest earner. You ain't got no commercial appeal to where you got endorsements and people looking at you, and everywhere you go, they shutting down shopping malls and you can't go nowhere. You gotta have you can't go no nigga. You can walk through the streets without security. Ain't nobody gonna know who the fuck you is outside of a boxing event. You can buck your eyeballs, build that. You can do all that shit you want. Nigga don't know you. Your trainer, shout out to my good brother, Blue Blood Sports TV. Blue Blood Sports TV, don't even matter. They can call you superstar all you want. Ain't now one of you niggas superstars. You good fighters, but you ain't no superstar. You ain't there yet. Now, that doesn't mean you won't become a superstar. Not being a superstar currently today does not mean that you won't become a superstar. You ain't that. I don't care how many videos a nigga made calling you that. I don't care what retired fighter called you that. I don't care what Hall of Famer called you that. That nigga lying to you. Because I just looked up the definition of what it is. And guess what? You don't like what I'm saying? It's so big. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling you what God loves. The nigga's a duck. That's the reality. I don't give a fuck what any nigga say. Fuck your interview and fuck any nigga who don't like you. I'm just telling you how it is. West Tampa, Florida. This how we get down here in this city. We call it like it is. We team fuck the other side. All I give a fuck about is True Media Podcast. That's it. The family. Anything outside of the family, I get 25 fucks. I'm going to keep it real every goddamn time. I got phone calls last night. Do you know what people in the sport of boxing told me who I spoke to? I never say their names. They say, you know what, man, we know what we like about you, coach. They say, man, you say what everybody else want to say, but they scared to say it. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm just being me. That's all I'm doing. I'm just being me. I've been this way since I came out the womb. Since I came out my daddy's nut sacks, I've been like this. You dig? Let's give everybody a round of applause. Man, shout out to Steph, man. Shout out to Steph. Shout out to DT. We got to give it, man. We got a lot of super chats today. We got over 30 super chats. Let's give everybody who gave a super chat a shout out. Shout out to Tyrese.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Get Over Here.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. H.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Blacktastic.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Lewis.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Shout out to Mr. T.
Hey, okay.
I pitied the fool. I pitied the fool. I pitied the fool. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let's go right here. Yeah, shout out to Mr. T. Who else we got? I got Mr. T right there. I got Mr. H. I had to give you a shout out. I had to get over here. Shout out to Florida boy.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Demi Coach Ron.
Hey, okay.
C. Irvin the Wiz.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Wax.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Context Perspective.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got? We got Rob.
Hey, okay.
Salute to you, brother. Shout out to Lake County in this BI.
Hey, okay.
We got the real McCoy Lake County. Shout out to my main man DT. DT, what's up, brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to what they chose Williamson. Shout out to Chose Williamson.
Hey, okay.
Salute to you, fam. Let's see, Chosie Williamson. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shout out to the lovely Miss Parker, man. Baltimore, stand up.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to 610 Nas.
Hey, okay.
We got Mr. T in this BI.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Chico.
Hey, okay.
We got Chico. Shout out to Dr. Paul.
Hey, okay.
You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. And y'all know what time it is. You know what? I'm gonna do this for y'all. Now I know my sister. Don't like this song, but it's only right. It's the most requested song on this show. People love this song. You know what I mean? And again, we marched in the 60s so black boys and white girls can hold hands together. That's some of the old videos that I saw from our great brother. And he passed. He got unalive Martin Luther King. R.I.P. to him and his beautiful family. You know, R.I.P. to Martin Luther King. But I remember some of the old videos. You know, the dream was that one day black boys and white girls can hold hands together. So guess what? We have come to that day where black boys and white girls can hold hands together. Shout out to the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar, the Tenderonists, the 100 Dips, the PYTs, and the Snow Bunny.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet Dr. Free. Talk to my nose, this love was God is so raw. Make you move, stepping out, grip out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's alright. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love. See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet Dr. Free. Talk to my nose, this love was God is so raw. Make you move, stepping out, grip out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's alright. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? You know, Snow Bunny Love, man, the #1 hit song at every liquor store in the hood. If you go to a liquor store in Atlanta right now, I promise you they're going to be playing Snow Bunny Love. True. Oh, yeah, I'm just bullshitting, but you know. wishful thinking for the brothers that's out there. You know, I know some brothers listen to this show. Like, yeah, dog, they want to talk about Coach. You be representing for us, dog. Coach, you representing for us. Shout out to Steph, man. I don't want Steph. I know Steph, man. Shout out to Steph, man. You know, man, shout out. Hey, listen, y'all give me listen. I want everybody to drop where they from. I'm going to give your city a shout out. You dig? Hey, you know what's crazy part about it, though? I do this shit, dog. We been doing this shit. We've been rocking out for over 5 years now, dog. I do this shit by myself every day. Sometimes 6 days a week, you know what I mean? But no less than 5 days. But I do this shit by myself every day, bro. I ain't got no panel. I'm Bobby Brown without New Edition. I'm David Ruffin without the Temptations. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm a solo act. I don't even know if I can work. I don't even know if I can work within the group right now. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I got a dominant character. You know, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm a one-man show. So, you know, I mean, I do want to get some. I do probably want to get some more, like, I don't know, man. I don't see what YouTube got to offer. It don't look good. Shout out to Dog. Shout out to Chicago.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the DMV.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Houston, A-Sound.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got, man? Shout out to Milwaukee.
Hey, okay.
Baltimore in this BI.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Pennsylvania.
Hey, okay.
Dade County, Miami, 305.
Hey, okay.
We can't forget about the Bronx.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bad News VA. Bad News VA, stand up, brother.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Toledo, Ohio.
Hey, okay.
The 614. You dig?
Hey, okay.
Who else we got? Shout out to York, Pennsylvania.
Hey, okay.
Cardiff, Wales.
Hey, okay.
Oh yeah, shout out to Dr. Boston on Twitter, man. Dr. Boston, salute. Shout out to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got? What it do? Shout out to Mad, Ohio in this piece.
Hey, okay.
For real though, you're right. Oaktown, stand up. Deep East Oakland, you dig?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Houston.
Hey, okay.
What's San Diego at?
Hey, okay.
London in this BI, international.
Hey, okay.
West Philadelphia, PA.
Hey, okay.
Fayetteville, North Cackalack.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the ATL.
Hey, okay.
You know what I mean? Let's see. What'd he say? He say, Coach Fag, wants to be your co-host. Yeah, I don't deal with sissies.
True.
He got some nice titties, though. He need to wear a bra. Let's see. Shout out to, what else we got, man? What else we got? Yeah, we got the ATL. That look like that's all I'm seeing, fam. I'm trying to wait. Okay, we ain't seeing nobody else's name, so we ain't got nobody else leaving their names. Then it is what it is, fam. Much love to everybody. I catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Peace out to the family, man. TMP. And we represent Team Fuck the Other Side. Really though.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.